and we are in.
You want me to talk?
Yeah.
You want me to do the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Sir Pepper's channel. He told me 15 seconds ago that I'm going to start talking before everyone else.
Listen, man.
That's how we do things here. Welcome to his channel. I'm the GM today.
Oh my God,
I'm
Marcus Raid.
George. Oh, Marcus did the raid? Go, Marcus. I'll go ahead and pull up the chat at some point, but I just didn't do that today because I was dicking around with these guys. So I'm prepared. Hi, I'm the GM for today. We're playing Avatar Legends, and thank you all for showing up. This is episode 6. Let's just go around the room. You guys can talk about your characters a little bit, introduce yourselves, and then I will do the intro that I always do, and we'll dive into it. So actually, also real quick, hello, Crippled Ninja. Dylan is our guest today. He's going to be playing one of my NPCs.
Yeah.
We talked a lot yesterday. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and start with you so you can talk a little bit about yourself.
Hello. My name is Dylan. I am the Crippled Ninja. You can find me everywhere. Crippled Ninja or the Crippled Ninja. This is my first time playing the Avatar game.
Woo!
So I'm very excited. Thank you for inviting me, everyone. On Thursday nights, I'm the storyteller for a Vampire the Masquerade game called Fangs of New York on our Twitch channel. I also have my own Twitch channel, The Crippled Ninja, which I'll be starting up next week. D&D and video games. Whoa! Thanks very much for having.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Glad to see you.
Yes,
let me go
likewise.
last while I turn that notification sound down.
Fair enough. Zakira.
I'm not hearing you.
You're muted.
I'm sorry. My
There you
mom's
go.
deciding to do laundry at the worst time, so I'm trying to mute in between me talking. I'm probably going to periodically forget to unmute myself until that's done, so that's great.
Keep a tally. It's all good fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, everyone just like put a little comment every time I forget, and whoever gets to the 10th one gets a punch card.
I'll put another Appa sticker.
Another
on your
punch
board.
card.
Oh.
Everyone gets a
The
little
amount
punch
of
card,
times
and
that
you
I
get a
have
free
done
ice
that
cream
over
or
the
something.
course of being on long shot or survivors. You'll never beat
Hello.
me. You're fine.
I am Alexandria. I am playing Zukira. She's going through all the things right now. Every emotion. Just pick one she's going through right now. But Alexandria D or small.bird on TikTok and Instagram, because you know the drill. I don't know how to do my usernames anymore. So you guys can find me all my links there. I'm gonna send it to Jess.
Hello, I'm Jessica Vanell, and I'm playing Suri. She is a technologist who got to join last game, so she's happy to be here, happy to be part of the team. Just kind of getting her feels for everyone in the situation and about to go on a crazy adventure. But I'm just happy to be included with this and to be brought on to this team. It's really, really exciting. I've already had so much fun and looking forward to having more fun. I'm Jessica Vanell on pretty much all platforms, so that's VANEL, not naval, as people accidentally think it is. So
Listen.
oh, it's a good time. And then Baku.
Hello, I'm Crypto Jake. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. And I'm playing Baku from the Northern Water Tribe. It seems thus far all of their efforts have not really gotten them anywhere. And he wants to help the town, but also they kind of seem like they're a little in over their head. So see what happens.
And
Go ahead, Jeff.
And I am Sir Pfeffers playing Iamon of House Roos. His family owns a privatized prison. It's a whole thing. He's been slowly gearing up on some trauma that is on its way towards making some kind of catastrophe, I'm sure. Ran into my brother, who is now a criminal, and being the good old boy and very naive individual that I am, this shook poor Iamon. And he's been slowly trying to process this the whole time. He also had beef with Sparrowkeet Air, I believe the words are. Just to find out that Zukira, a dear friend that he like grew up with, is like a long lost family member. And so he's sitting there, all of his ideals and world thinking, how he perceives everything is quickly becoming less and less black and white and quickly more and more gray. And it's he's holding on. He's doing pretty good. He's got Baku, who he is sworn to protect, and that's kind of keeping him grounded. Yeah, it's a whole time. Also, Dice Goblin Black Cat, thank you so much for the gifts. If you guys don't know, she makes phenomenal dice. You can check out her dice shop. I'll have the link. Oh, Dels, you're already on top of it. Way to go, Dels. Everyone say hi to Dels. He's our mod for the night.
Hi, Del.
Hi, Del.
And yeah, you can find these episodes up on the YouTube Jake and Pfeffers. Also, the Kjol episodes just got put up on the YouTube Jake and Pfeffers finalized Crippled Ninja. We just finished over the spring a whole ass D&D campaign. It was like a year long, a year plus. It was bonkers, and I'm still reeling from that while we prepare for the next season in the fall. George, and I'm done talking.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we either have a lot of ground to cover or not a lot of ground to cover, depending on how the players play this today. So let's just jump into it. Episode 6, the blood-curdling heist. Water, earth, fire, air. 20 years ago, Avatar Aang and his companions did a lot of crazy shit, ended the 100-Year War and became gods or something. I don't know. Go watch episode 1 if you want a full recap of how we got to this state of the world, because I'm not doing it. This is Avatar Legends, a game created by Magpie Games, signed off by Nickelodeon, and ruined by us. We have an exciting show for you today, and I absolutely cannot wait to see how the players throw my plans out the window.
Yay!
Definitely.
Yay!
Last week, the companions began with a heartfelt connection between Baku and Lu Shi as Ume's workshop began to fall apart due to the battle. After another delicious meal of lobster crab chowder, they decided to visit Sparrowkeet Station and investigate. Before they could leave the treehouse, however, a new companion was found. Suri, the squirrely technologist who was training under her master Ume for some time. Is it Suri or is there an SH in there or no? I want to make sure I'm getting that right.
I think it's just Surrey. Well,
Surrey?
it's kind of, yeah, it kind of blurs. Surrey.
Slightly slurred Surrey, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Surrey had uncovered the not-so-secret location of the new boss of the Crimson Ferrets, and with Ume's insistence, has joined the group to help them retrieve her master's stolen equipment. It was also revealed that the Crimson Ferrets seemed to be at even greater odds than usual to the Sparrowkeet Air Guards, and that could be used to their favor. With the help of the Cabbage Car T model, the companions quickly made their way to Sparrowkeet Station and decided on an interesting tactic. They chose to talk to Yuzen Jr., the man in charge of Sparrowkeet Air. Luck was on their side, as it was revealed that he was indeed not a corrupt businessman, but rather one who cared deeply for his employees and their families. It was he who had orchestrated the farce of protection money needed for the Crimson Ferrets, as they were comprised of his past employees he was forced to let go. And he was doing what he could to stimulate the economy enough to keep as many families fed as possible. The companions were struggling to find a way to convince the businessman to assist them as well, until he noticed a Paisho tile that Zakira was holding. The rest of the team were quickly ushered out so that he could have a conversation with Zakira, and it was revealed that our firebending friend was in fact a lost daughter of the Yuzen family. Tears were wrought, hugs were given, and Yuzen Jr. warmed up to listening to the group's dilemma, but not quite enough to ignore his drive for his employees' well-being. Akira's last conversation with her brother before they left was laced with the suspicion that he knew they were holding information back, but whether or not he would do anything about it was very much up in the air. Upon returning to the treehouse, the companions sat to discuss all of the information they had digested, primarily to talk about the future of the Air Nomad artifact. It was revealed that if given to Yuzen Jr., he would sell the artifact for an unheard of price and manage to effectively rebrand that area of Sparrowkeet Air and revitalize the economy, bringing comfort and work to a few hundred lives that desperately needed it. After a vote, however, it was decided that the companions didn't fully trust the big business that was chasing after them, and reinforced siding with Qian Yu to deliver the artifact to Toph at the Beifong Metalbending Academy. But first, to get Ume's equipment back, the crew must venture into the Sparrowkeet Air warehouse that has been usurped by the Crimson Ferrets and their new leader. Tonight, we go on a heist to obtain these much-needed items. And there we have it. So, last week we talked about potentially using the secret tunnels that were all around, leading from various Sparrowkeet warehouses to the other ones, and you wanted to kind of dive into that. The problem is that while you now know about them, you are not really freely given access to them anymore, because you did not give what he was asking for, which was that artifact. You gave no information whatsoever. You really were not able to help him in any way, and so he did not actively give you the key into the tunnels. You could still use them, you just have to get through some guards, basically, or potentially you have to find your way there.
What are the odds that word enough has been going around of Zukira's affiliation with the Yuzan family? It's probably a slim chance that we can bluff our way through.
Some chance, but a chance nonetheless.
I mean, I've got a lockpicking. Yeah, I mean, I got a lockpicking toolkit. If we could just sneak around them and got one of those.
It's been all of like a half hour, so I doubt the word has gotten that far.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a week. What time of day is it?
It's basically
It is not.
nighttime. Yeah. We were just hitting twilight, I think, by the time you guys get back, or something along those lines.
Well, do you guys want to go scope it out? Because if I remember correctly, there's a time crunch.
If you choose not to deal with the situation tonight, then Sparrowkeet Air headquarters will arrive tomorrow morning. Or at least that's the scheduled time for it. And then they will more bloodily take care of the situation with the Crimson Ferrets.
Right.
They also know who we are.
They also know who you are.
Right.
Which is the big issue.
And our captain stole a dirigible. So we should probably get this done before another more impressive dirigible shows up and causes some problems. Let's go scope it out.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's.
Okay.
Should we take any of our roster of NPCs with us?
They're still kind of fatigued, and the idea that Ume and Kion Yu wants is the two of them did a terrific job. Doug and Princess Flutterbat did a pretty good job of defending against the call the first time around, and they're not sure where he is now, but they're also not super healed. So Lucia is going to stay behind with them,
Okay.
to help defend that artifact, to make sure that nothing happens to it while you guys are gone.
Okay, that's smart.
Ume also wants to talk to him for a little while because she was impressed, while she was a little upset with how he handled that fight and just repeatedly bashed the ground and knocked everything around. She has some interesting ideas for some new traps, and she wants to work with the Earthbender on that as well.
And then I know that, we were planning to have Suri and Ume work on building an attachment to the car so we could take more stuff away from, if and when we are able to reclaim the warehouse. And during that time, I was thinking that that's when, since Suri is feeling a bit troubled, that's the time that she could talk to her mentor and get some guidance from her to help clear that condition.
Okay. Go ahead and roll rely on your skills and training, and then we'll go through that.
On your skills and training. Okay. I'm rolling with. Is that?
You are. I am pulling it up now. You are rolling with focus.
Okay. 8. No, 7.
7. Okay. Still a success. So you do manage to do it, but there's going to be an unexpected consequence. The consequence is going to be it will work for the trip there, and then it might fall apart, and it might take not a whole lot of time to put things together, but it might it might cause some problems if you don't sit and actively fix it. Or you can just mark a fatigue and those consequences don't happen.
So consequences as in her
The
feeling
the consequences I just told you.
as in her, so the cart's not working?
The cart itself will work, but once you get there, it's going to require some refixing in order to get it to. I'm essentially giving you like what's going to happen in the future. That's
Okay.
kind of how the role works. Is that it will happen, or you could just take a fatigue and like really say that thematically you were really trying to make it work no matter what, and so you'll take that fatigue.
Okay. And am I clearing the troubled condition as well?
Not yet. We haven't done that yet.
Okay. Okay.
This is just for building the cart.
For building the cart. Okay. I'll go ahead and take the fatigue.
Okay. Fair enough. So you will. Yeah, it will work.
Okay. Cool.
In terms of the troubled, what?
No, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. In terms of the troubled condition, what do you want to talk to her about?
Maybe she's just feeling a bit overwhelmed by everything that's gone on so suddenly. Like, she leaves and is expecting the whole encampment to get burned down to the ground, but it's saved by these people that she likes. But at the same time, there's just so much background to them, and that she's slowly learning, and it's a bit much. Like, oh, so some of these people are wanted, and they're also carrying this crazy artifact. So she's just looking to Ume to maybe reassure her that she's taking the right path by joining them on their quest.
Well, thank you for telling the GM. Now tell Ume that.
Okay. So right now
you guys are building things together, and let's say you're about halfway through or whatever, and she's calling out for, "Hello, can you get me the wrench, please?"
Yeah, so
I don't know why I don't have it just with me at all times. There's always a need for a wrench. Why do I have to call out a wrench?
well, it's because you don't like carrying things, and I'm the one that has to carry everything around for you. So then that means I'm the one that has to give it to you.
She like flicks her goggles down at you. What are you trying to say? I'm constantly on missions outside trying to find things. No, actually, you're right. I really hate that bringing things back deal. That's always the worst part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, you pick it up and then you put it right back down where you found it, and then you walk away. And that's why I get to run around picking it up from behind you. How are you gonna survive without me here?
Yeah, I'll be fine. My mother's coming back in probably another looks at the non-existent watch, week or so. I don't know.
Well,
No,
yeah,
it's
but
just non-existent. She doesn't.
well, yeah, but your mom is also sick of picking up after you, so I'm the only one that does it around here.
Did she tell you that?
She's your mother, of course. That's how she feels. But really,
You're being
though,
a bit snarky today.
well, I don't know. I guess this whole situation's a lot. Like, we're building this up so we could get everything back that's stolen from us. With this cast of characters who they're cool people, but how did you even run into them? How did you end up bringing them here?
Oh, well, they didn't tell you about the artifact yet, did they?
I know a little bit about it, but I know that's important, but I don't know how they got it. I don't know.
Important. She like grabs your shoulders and just like her eyes go wide in the goggles, so it's basically just two giant eyeballs looking at you. Suri, this is one of the greatest discoveries of our lifetime. Are you joking? This is an air nomad artifact. You don't realize how rare those are.
And it's in the hand of a bunch of teenagers like me.
And that's why I'm with them.
So you trust them then?
Well, I've seen what they can do. I traveled with them only briefly, but they are trustworthy, yes.
And I guess they did help protect this place when they didn't need to do that.
They did. They are friends, which is hard to come by nowadays.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm just really nervous to go on this quest with them, not just to the warehouse, but afterwards, to go bring this to Toph, the legend herself. I don't know, it just seems really big.
Suri, I think that overthinking is a problem you have. I think you just need to stop worrying so much and just act. just feel the gut and act. Go ahead and roll. She's calling you to live up to your principle of action.
Mm-hmm.
So go
And
ahead and roll with your principle.
Okay, and so right now I'm 2 slots in action. So am I rolling then +2?
Yes.
And is it 1 or 2 rolls?
It's a 2d6.
2d6.
2d6 plus that 2.
4.
So a total of 6, or
No, I rolled 1 and 1.
Snake Eyes.
Snake
All
eyes.
right.
Is that the worst roll we've had yet on the show? In the
think so.
series? I think it's
I
the
think
worst
that's.
one.
I think it might be.
Hey. Here we go.
Okay, so role play wise, on a miss, you stand strong. You get to clear a condition, clear a fatigue, or shift your balance, your choice. But I want you to role play out how it is you are not acknowledging what she's saying to you.
Okay. So she's trying to call her down. Well, okay, but not thinking through things is how things have gone wrong in the past. You have to think through, you have to overthink, you have to be prepared, because if you're not, then bad things can happen and people can get really hurt. And I can't have that happen.
And knowing that will save your life. And then you can mark off the troubled condition.
Okay. So she feels a bit better. She's like, all right, okay. Because now she feels like she was being tested and she stuck to it, and she's like, okay. So all right, we're gonna keep everyone safe. Okay.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Do you think we could get this cart ready in time?
Oh, that's what we were going to. I was going to talk about how cute that burrito of a man.
Hey, please.
What? Sorry. All right. Leave it alone.
Oh my gosh.
Fair enough.
I can't with you. What would your mother say?
We don't talk about that.
Okay, so they're having a
So the
great
cart
little
gets,
convo.
so the cart gets completed, and so forth. So okay. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss before you begin your trip?
I do want to check in with Zukira, even if it's on the way there in the car with my knees like up to my chest in the back seat. But I'm essentially gonna look over at Zukira at some point and be like, how you doing? How you holding up? You okay? Poke.
Steam just comes out of her nose.
Okay. He kind of waits a minute, just kind of looking at the surrounding area. He goes, so I just want to make sure you know that, like, I'm trying to I am attempting to guide and comfort, but yeah, even with all of these new revelations going on with your family,
It's not a curse word.
well,
Say it.
well, yeah, they use in family, and but I want to let you know that, like, it doesn't make you not zucchini, you know. You're still the same person. Big, trying to help
What?
smile.
You know how difficult it is to stay angry when you look at me like that?
You got this. You're gonna wear it. You're gonna weather it out. Family's tricky,
Yeah.
but
And it feels like I don't have any right now.
well, you got us. And I kind of thump on the front of the card, and for Baku, he just kind of and he's like, it's not exactly blood family, but it's we're all right. Isn't
Go
that
ahead and
right?
roll with
But
Dominic.
okay. I would like to be
While you're
also yelling this because we're in a moving car. Actually,
Just
I
wanna-
don't know why in my head it's a convertible. I just kind of did that.
I just want
Check
to
convertible.
double check before we confirm that we've moved on to
Right.
like on the way to the heist. Was there any time to get any kind of rest in between, like while they're building the cart and leaving?
You guys had your lobster chowder and all that, so yeah, two fatigue can be marked off.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I was gonna get to all that once the conversations were done.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to
No, you're fine.
make sure before it was like too late.
Thank you for reminding me.
Thank you for going to the extreme with the 2 1s so that I might have rolled these 2 6s I've just rolled.
You're very welcome.
All right.
And that's the best and worst rolls all night.
yeah.
Zakira, do you have the basic moves up right now?
Let's see. I can.
Yes, because you get to pick one of the two. So you can either embrace the comfort and guidance and comfort, clear a condition, 2 fatigue. You may ask one question, they answer honestly, or you can shut them down and go the opposite route. You inflict a condition on him, and shift their balance. I'm sorry, they inflict a condition on you, and then you shift Iman's balance in response. Do you accept what he's saying, or do you want to argue against it?
I mean, I'm trying to follow the fiction right now because it's like me. I'm just like, yeah, he's being great, but it's like I really don't.
Iman's not great at this.
Iman, do you really think we're family? Like in your heart, do you really feel that?
He thinks
No matter
about it.
what.
He thinks about it for a second and goes, I mean, I've known you pretty much all my life, and I'm pretty close with Baku. Suri seems cool. Lushi's alright. I would say that you and I are pretty close.
Family's supposed to stick by you no matter what, right?
I don't know who made that saying popular, but it's not always true.
Yeah. You're right. I'm
So
glad
you
the
got-
ones that have stuck by, though.
You've chosen to accept his guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he got a 10 plus. You can also shift his balance one direction if you want with what you're saying.
How would it shift?
Oh, he gets to shift her balance.
I get to shift her balance?
Yeah. If they embrace your guidance and comfort, you may also shift their balance.
Oh, right. You're right.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I'll move it back towards center.
The conversation you had, would it be closer to unity or heritage?
Well, I guess it would be unity in the sense of like heritage. Yeah, you got this family and it's kind of complicated, but we're all
Well,
vibing.
let's ask this question in regards to heritage. Does Zakira believe that her heritage is now is and has always been the earthbending colony, or the lost family that she never had?
I would consider my heritage what I grew up with. Like her heritage is what she knows and what she's lived with.
Okay. Then do you feel that conversation pushed you towards that?
Yeah. I
Then
think
if
it pushed
so,
her more
move that
accepting of
direction.
that.
Okay. Then you move in that direction.
Cool deal.
And you can also clear a condition or 2 fatigue. I'd probably maybe go with angry.
I'm a little less angry now.
And the question I want to ask Baku is, are you going to leave the sword with the artifact, or are you going to bring it with you? Since you're kind of in charge of it right now.
I guess I'll bring it with me. That way, those guarding the artifact can just focus on one thing and don't have to worry about, 2 things that were pretty banged up from their fight with the claw.
Okay.
So, also, if it were to come between the 2, they would definitely let the sword go and keep the artifact safe. So, I'll keep it.
Maybe, who knows? Where is it on your person? Hiding it? You're just gonna strap it to your side like a regular weapon? It's kind of irrelevant, but
Yeah, I think I'll have it kind of like bundled, kind of strapped to my back, so it's not obviously a sword, but like the handle's kind of here and could be drawn, but it just looks like a bundle of.
Okay, but nothing is revealing. It's just a giant. I mean, it's clearly a sword because that's where a sword would go. But it's like it's either that or a large bundle of bread, basically. That's what
Yeah,
you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. You guys make it to somewhere. Where do you want to go? Do you want to try and sneak in via the tunnels by getting into a different warehouse? Do you just want to go straight to the warehouse? Where do you guys want to do? Where do you guys want to go?
Music got intense.
That's
Yeah,
Real quick,
Bringing in the
Intense
sneaky heist
music.
music.
is a character like allowed to be guided and comforted like twice in rapid succession?
No.
Okay. Well, can I do this anyway for just RP purposes?
Sure.
Here, how's your arm? How's your arm feeling?
honestly, it's pretty good. You did a really good job, medic.
Well, hopefully there's no fighting involved in where we're going. Like we can just sneak in and out or whatever. But I just wanted to check before we possibly get into some trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and put fighting on the back burner for now. No pun intended.
Oh no.
You do inspect the wound, Baku, and yeah, you had originally like kind of stemmed the flow and kind of cut off some of the nerve endings or whatever to reduce that pain when you were healing her, and it should have taken a couple of days to fully heal, but it looks like it might be healed by the end of the night, like early morning, which is surprising. But you seem to have done a phenomenal job at working out the kinks inside of like all the like the veins, and like you worked really well with her bone, like really just put it back into the exact place it needed to be. It was just like this was a surgeon could not have done it better, and you did it immaculately. Which is not something not something you're used to, but you did it. You did roll like a 12 or something when you healed, so
it was high. Yeah. Hercules.
so proud of yourself. Okay.
So
You do know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we know where the warehouse is on a map that was pseudo memorized.
Mm-hmm.
So are we able to just kind of scope it out without being too obvious?
The closer you get to it, the more, like if you were to head that direction, you're going to be finding more and more of the Sparrowkeet guards, as they're kind of like, they know that place is taken over, but they don't want to like get into it.
Right.
So they've kind of formed like a barrier around it.
And then we
sort
do
of.
have the tunnel system.
Yes.
Are we able to ascertain a good entrance into the tunnel areas, or do we have to like go out and look for it? How does
You
it
can
work?
ascertain a good one. You can just make one up.
Okay.
I'm not going to make it difficult for you.
I'll leave that to Suri. She's driving.
Driver.
It's like, all right, well, maybe Suri takes a look at the map and she sees that one of the tunnel entrances, while farther away from the main warehouse we're trying to get to, is also in like a less populated, less crowded area. And she thinks that maybe if we go over to this entrance point, which maybe is just like another little warehouse, it'd be less guarded, and at the very least we could scope it out sneakily and then maybe find a point of getting in without being caught, is what she's leaning towards, trying to get there. So it's further than maybe other points, but it also means that it might be less guarded, might be less witnesses to see what they're up to.
It's good thinking.
Less witnesses is good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me and assess the situation. So roll with creativity while you're creating this plan.
6.
Does anyone want to take fatigue to help?
Sure. Can I afford losing a fatigue right now? Nope.
We just remove 2 because of our rest.
Yeah, did you remove your 2 because of the rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no fatigue. I'll go.
Role play
Thanks,
that.
friend.
How do you help? How do you help the scenario?
It's like, I forget I have to actually help.
Mhm.
It's like, well, maybe, even though that way is a little less crowded, isn't there possibly? Oh, no, the word wouldn't have gone out yet. Even with the small amount of guards that could possibly be there, maybe they would know who I am. That could possibly make it a little easier to get in, even if we do have to deal with some guards. Or
Possibly, but if the word hasn't spread, then they know we're there. Unless you want to try acting as decoy, and you go up and talk to them while I jimmy the lock, and then, what's that? And then you sneak in after us.
I could do some fire breathing.
Ooh. Or maybe
Amazing.
some fireworks. We can throw
Yes.
that together. We can maybe throw off some fireworks, distract the guards, then we
Yes.
run in.
Yeah, you could make some out of like some little knickknacks over there.
Yeah.
This would be great.
Use some of your firepower.
Yes. This will be fun. Yeah. I mean, this is serious.
But it's seriously fun.
Okay. So the two at odds plans are go farther out to where there's probably no guards and or very, very light guards and sneak your way in, or maybe go somewhere where there might be some that like you guys can talk to and or manipulate. Am I
I'm
hearing
kinda-
that right?
I'm kind of leaning towards we go closer to the warehouse. If there's guards, we then use fireworks to distract them and run in.
What do you guys think?
I'm down. Barker?
Bucker's like,
Bach's like, no. Like, sneaky as possible, please.
But stealth though.
Yeah.
the water tribe versus the the fire benders methodology.
And Earth is like, yep.
And the crazy technologist is like, let's just have fun.
I mean, sure, why not? If it goes well, we'll be out of here by morning anyway. So just
Okay.
fireworks, I guess.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna once again remind Zakira that she has the conditions of afraid and insecure during this roleplay.
That's why I'm
This
just
is the plan you've agreed to. All right, so
You're like, yeah, I get you all excited with
Zakira,
fireworks,
don't
and then
do
as
any
you think about
talking.
it, you're like,
Oh no.
you're like, yeah,
this-
do it. Oh wait.
this place is almost like a taxi service that you guys can get into. It's right on the corner of two various streets, and there's several different cabbage cars like built into it or whatever, but it doesn't look like people are really out and about right now, or the people that are out and about are not here because they're out delivering people with their taxi service. So there's really no Sparrowkeet guards here, but you do know because of the map that there is a way into the tunnel system here. So you might not have to deal with the Sparrowkeet air guards, but you might have to deal with an employee or two in there, should you choose to go in.
We can convince them we're maintenance men.
Maybe one of us.
Yeah. Suri is the maintenance person who is coming to fix the pipes.
I do have a toolkit.
Everything has pipes, right?
Yeah.
And we're her bodyguards because it's dangerous out here now.
Yeah.
And she forgot her torch. And that's why I'm here.
And then I got big bodyguards. Okay. Go team, let's go.
Okay.
Let's walk in.
She's very
Good
insecure
plan.
right now. Her ideas aren't
All
working.
right, who's coming in first?
Well, I think Suri can walk in with her friends behind her.
Fair enough.
She has
There
her
is, in
toolkit.
fact, there is in fact one teller just kind of hanging out by the main entrance, ready for people to show up. But it's super late at night. He's not expecting company, and he sees you, and he is slightly confused at first. But then he looks at everyone else that's like behind you, and just immediately goes, "Ah, take what you want," and then just gets down
no,
like
no, no,
hides
no,
behind
no,
the
no.
counter.
Shh.
Uh,
Oh.
we're just here to perform some routine maintenance. At ease, sir.
I don't care. I've paid all my protection services. I swear. I paid
Yeah,
my
no.
dues up.
That's great. We'll just.
It's like no, we're not.
Please, I'm so scared.
You're okay. I've got my toolkit. We're just gonna
Sir.
perform some routine maintenance. It
Now-
is scary around here, so.
Are you
I'm
saying
sorry.
this to try and plead with him, or are you just saying this to get past it?
We're just
Trying
kind
to
of
calm
like
him
as we're
down.
walking past, like, hey, dude, it's okay. We're just toolkits maintenance. Don't worry, bro. Like,
I'll help.
we locked the door behind us. no,
enough.
red.
No
don't
robbings,
worry.
just fixing.
No Robins.
I
We're
help
We're just
by
trying to.
going over and kind of squatting down harmlessly and being like, hey, it's okay.
No.
But there's
I'm
six
in-
foot-
So you're
no,
going
no,
behind the
no,
counter
we're-
to go talk to him?
Stopping. We are not stopping. Go.
Okay. It's behind the counter, so like if you start walking around that counter.
Okay,
you
yeah,
wanna-
that's fair.
We're,
All right, bet.
we were sent to fix that issue that's been. There's been that issue.
He gets it. He gets it. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go.
Move.
Okay.
Move.
Well, I guess you're-
He'll be fine.
But it,
Glad you feel bad.
At least we're not robbing anything. He'll be happy that we're just out of his sights. Let's go.
So
she stops and goes up to him anyways. Like, hey, sir, it's okay. Like, we're just here to fix things.
All right,
Like,
now you roll with Harmony because now you're pleading with the NPC.
His Baku's like,
plus
Probably
one
the
for
better
Harmony.
path.
+1. I got 10.
hey.
Oh, okay, good.
But, trick. No, okay, never mind. I thought the insecure would mess with that one. Never mind.
Oh yeah. What is your negative?
It's -2 to trick and resist
Intimidate,
shifting.
call someone out, and trick and resist shifting. Okay, good. So you're not angry anymore. So.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Troubled is the one that affects
Yeah.
plead. Okay. Yeah. So he does kind of like hear your words, and he goes, really?
Yeah, we were just sent to fix some things. We're not trying to hurt you. I'm sorry.
Oh,
We'll be out of here in no time. I promise. Don't worry.
You look so scary. You're just wearing. Why are you wearing firebender robes? I'm so confused. You can see like your fire like accessories basically. He's just saying words at this point.
One of my friends is a firebender, and it was just gifts. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Just
we'll be out of here.
Shop, okay?
Yeah, I can't even do fire.
It's over there. It's car number 35. It's over there. It needs some fixing.
Okay.
We'll be out of here in no time. Just take a breath. Relax.
Brandishing my toolbox, like, okay, no problem. I got my tools.
Okay.
We're gonna get it fixed.
Bye.
Do you guys head to the car, or do you?
I mean, should we check out the cart anyway? Just-
Why don't we do the
We have
thing we're
time.
supposedly here for and then come back to the car?
Yeah, we'll get.
Like,
We're gonna get to
we'll
the
get to the
car.
car, but we're gonna get to the we have
There's a
something
few
else
things
over in the maintenance tunnel we gotta take care of first. But then we'll definitely check out that car. I got you.
here for the car. Oh, okay. I didn't understand.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
You didn't put the
we have a
recorder in.
list.
The
There's a
tunnels,
list.
they can't break. Bad. Bad. They
Okay.
can't break the tunnels. Gotta fix the tunnels.
Long list of things that we need to do tonight,
We're
but we'll be
tunnel
out of here in
folk.
no time. Okay.
Well, that was less painful than you guys thought it might be. No guards or anything, which is odd.
Yeah.
But you know,
Which is odd.
what are you gonna do?
Would that count as
Um,
taking action without talking to my companions?
No.
Anyways.
Actually, no. You have to take foolhardy action
Oh,
without
okay.
talking to your companions. It has to be an actual burden.
Stupid.
Oh, great.
You have to cause a problem. Yes.
Oh no.
God.
I'm here to
That
cause
is how-
Causes us to
That's
do
how you
weird
get rid of
things in
conditions.
weird
You
ways.
have to. Yeah. This game is about growth, and you can't have growth without damaging some things,
Growing pains.
making mistakes.
Inciting
Okay,
incidents.
well, that was it. You're in the tunnels, and you can safely make it
What are the
to the
tunnels?
warehouse if you choose. Structured, built with brick,
Okay.
kind of a layer,
Okay.
because it's not quite sewer-esque because it's not the sewers.
Earthbender question.
Okay.
Can I earthbend brick?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
See why not?
Okay.
You can earthbend stone and
I
things
need to
like
figure
that,
out how
right?
stressed I am. Okay, cool. I got ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The warehouses themselves are more metal and structure, steel and all that stuff. But and there is definitely steel inside holding everything up. But yeah, there's brick and earth for you to walk on. And
I
all
will
that.
collect a few bricks if there are any loose that won't compromise the tunnel. Just to have with me in case I find myself earthless.
Earthless?
Don't think you will, but okay, sure. You guys, it's dimly lit by various, not torches per se, but like larger candles, as it were, more structured, and eventually, as you get closer to the more warehouse district, those candles get replaced by like actual electrical lighting, which is still kind of like brand new, but in this area anyway. But
Well,
there you have it. So you can definitely see the change as it gets a little, and the walls themselves, smart of you to grab the bricks, because they start to replace more and more with actual like metal as opposed to and steel. Where you guys end up below the warehouse is you'd have to kind of like crawl, or maybe not crawl, but like really crouch down heavily as you get through these, as the tunnels get smaller.
So Iman's crawling.
There is an exit. You guys can take the exit before you get here, but the exit will be like essentially in plain sight, because you'll be showing up right across the street from this warehouse, and that's not where you guys want to be. You guys want to be in the warehouse, right? So you have that. Well, I guess I should ask the question then. Do you guys want to get up and then go be across the street from the warehouse first, where everyone can see you, or do you want to crawl through these vents?
I'm down to crawl.
Sneaky.
You're
I mean-
like the biggest one. You are not.
Yeah, you're.
Listen, I'm doing like a
Surrey's 5'1", so she could easily fit, I'm sure, in little vents.
Do I get stuck? Is it a problem for me?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
never mind.
I mean,
they're big enough for him to fit. We can all fit.
yeah. I'm always up to my elbows in grease anyway. What's a vent? Let's go.
I've had my elbows deep in fish guts. If that.
I will also, if everyone's cool with it, go first, being assumedly the heaviest individual in the group, because if it can handle my weight, it can handle everyone else's weight, kind of a thing, individually. And then if I were to plummet through the floor, for example, they still have a pathing to the exit.
Are you explaining that to us?
Yeah. I'll go first in case if it can handle my weight, it can handle y'all's.
Valid points.
Panicked. Claustrophobic. I got my brick.
It doesn't take long for you guys to, as you are progressing through here, to kind of see up. There's like grates above you that are like vents, grates, like floor grates, that kind of drip water, and some of them and others they're perfectly fine. Some have more light than others, and eventually you hear some noises going on. You hear some people, so you make your way there, and you feel like you're getting close to like the middle of the warehouse ish, or at least around the perimeter of what could possibly be the middle of the warehouse. And you hear some voices. The first voice you hear is Kip, and he is talking to two individuals. And Kip is saying something along the lines of, yeah, he hasn't changed one bit. He's definitely a mama's boy. I don't know why he keeps holding up with them, but it's ridiculous, honestly, but what are you gonna do? And then a second voice says, it's a more like raspy, you've never heard this voice before, and it says something along the lines of like, I tried to find it, but I was stopped by my own guild members. I can't believe I was taken aback from Princess Flutterbat. Son of a... And then a third voice that is being played currently by our friend the Crippled Ninja.
Oh.
You do not recognize him yet or see him yet, but you can hear him.
It's only a matter of time until what we need is located. Until those times, I need all of you to put more effort on the streets, more effort on the people who are squeezing, more effort onto finding exactly what we need. We won't rest until that time. Correct?
Listen, boss, look, I know how you feel, okay? I know how important she is to you, but like, have you seen our men? Like, they're not ready for this right now. We just get our butts kicked again.
That does not concern me. What concerns me is you saying, you know how I feel. Tell me, do you truly know the pains that I suffer?
And you kind of hear like a gurgle. As Kip is clearly being like injured in some manner.
And
That's but a taste. Now keep going.
And Dylan, your character will also sense that they are there.
I sense that they're there. Okay. Then in about in a soft voice, he'll just say, "A shadow, it stirs. Unfamiliar it may be. Come and see me."
And the vent and the whole like upper part of the cavern, the vent, like literally like rips and opens up onto the floor. So you guys are still kind of like looking up, but like you can just like stand up now, and your head's kind of like poke up off the floor, essentially. If you guys
Prairie
were to do
dogging.
that.
Like little meerkats.
And some of you know who this is. So like the first person you see obviously is Kip, and Kip is sort of like kind of struggling to breathe a little bit as and then next to him is a smaller figure that Lucy had explained the description of the claw, and it's pretty obvious that he is the claw because he's the shadowy dude with a claw. And then the third figure is apparently the Crimson Ferret's boss, but Ayman and Baku know this person as the Dark One.
oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
Do you? Yeah, I mean, you guys all poked your heads up, yes?
Yeah.
Or some of you. I know Ayman did at the very least.
We're here to fix the pipes.
I'll look up at the pipes in the area, and then I'll just wave my hand to make them mold out of the way and go, "They don't need any fixing, but thanks for stopping by. And you might be?"
No one of importance.
I go ahead and stand up to my full height. Kip. You really think you traded up here?
Oh, hey, brother.
Hey, bud.
Still kicking it with their little group.
Yeah.
I was here before he was. Let's just put it that way.
Uh-huh. You remember me? I say to the Dark One.
Mm-hmm. And to have some context, or do you want to provide context on the background? Because I know we discussed it on the first episode.
Baku and I managed to help foil an initial escape attempt that the Dark One made during a convoy exchange between prisons from some other prison to my family's prison, House Roos. So we would know each other's faces, maybe a little bit. I would definitely know you, but you might have caught a glimpse of me and or Baku.
Okay.
So after Eamon says that to the Dark One, he'll just squint and just go, "Carrier of life, water seeps through fertile ground, blood in our vessels. I remember you. I remember you very well."
You know, I thought you were more broad scale than just ripping people off. Kind of a downer, eh, Baku? He extorts people. That's what he does. Look at that.
Baku hasn't poked up yet.
Look
and
over,
it's just
no
like
one's there, and I'm like,
looking at him like, why are you
I'm here.
provoking
Yeah.
the Dark One right now? Just like,
It's kind of small fry now, ain't he?
There's a means for everything we do here, but that's no consequence to you now, is it?
That's true. We are here for a few things.
Just a little shopping.
Friend of ours had some stuff taken, and we're hoping to get some of that back.
Well, hope is folly, isn't it? I don't think that we'll be letting go of anything of our possession at this moment.
Then we'll demand it back instead of hoping.
Hip like kind of pokes quickly on the shoulder and goes,
That's him. That's my brother. In case you didn't know.
Looks over at Kip and just... I figured as much when you both addressed each other as brother.
Oh, right.
and sets back.
You're doing great, Kip. I'm a
Now, was this about demanding such
I'm
things?
casually just kind of get out. What's the shape of the ground made of? What's the room layout?
Probably
The ground is still earth.
Ooh, cool.
This is just a warehouse after all.
So I've seen him, assumedly metal bend.
I mean, you just saw him rip the metal above you
Right.
into a giant hole. Yes.
And then also move the pipes.
You do know who the Dark One is, and for those in the chat who don't, he was one of the 3 original students of Toph as a metal bender, and for many years was one of the teachers at the Beifong Metal Bending Academy until recently.
Would Zukira know who he is?
You would recognize his not his face, but definitely the things he has done. And he's not like, this isn't like a Darth Vader situation.
Okay.
This is a, like, he's still very much a criminal because of what, like, of that your parents told you he was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until recently that he had sort of like kind of fallen to the wayside, and there hasn't really been an explanation as to why. You just know that he had, at some point in time, for those of you who knew him as the teacher, he had stopped teaching for a point in time.
Okay.
And then got arrested, and then was getting moved to the second prison. And that is all you know.
Seeing that the metal vents are basically a death trap. I just dropped a dice. It's an official episode of Long Shot.
Official episode.
Essentially, in Iman's eyes, these vents are essentially a death trap. So I'm casually get up and out
I
while
follow
he's
suit.
kind of talking.
Kind of just like look at Baku and Suri, just like.
So, yeah, I'm
meds.
I'm trying to buy
Yeah.
time. So what? I mean, we've
Baku.
heard. Go ahead, please.
Can I like take a quick, I guess, what is it, assess the situation, or what, to see if I can find some of the stuff that we need that we're here for?
You don't have to roll for it. Yeah, just by looking around, you can see like a collection of things that
Suri
looks
would
like
probably
it's
know
probably
exactly.
Uma's.
Where's there?
Yes, and
the arm
Suri
in
would see them
particular?
as well.
The arm in
Uh,
particular. Suri would
Yeah,
know what that
there's-
looks like.
There's another
Yeah.
person that is not named that is kind of like looking over that stuff and is currently playing with the arm.
Oh man.
Suri, you have an idea of what it does, and or at least it's supposed to do, with it being a prototype. And not saying that you want to start a fight, but like if push comes to shove, you might be able to use that arm to mess with people.
Okay. Yeah. Suri's definitely kind of hanging back because she is really lost with everything. Everyone had big reactions to everyone talking. Like when Kip started talking, he was all reacting. You know, Iman was all like, "Oh my god!" Like everyone knows what's going on really, except her at this point because she's just
Yeah.
kind of like. So she's hanging back. She's trying to stay small, which is not too hard since she's like 5 foot, and she's just kind of hanging back, trying to like stay unnoticed. And she might be fiddling with her tool bag, just kind of casually checking to see what she has at her disposal.
You got fireworks?
Which I meant to bring up with you, Game Master, gears. What is that, and what is that mechanic? How many does she have? Because I see that's part of.
You're in reference to the techniques.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a mechanical way when it says like hold 2 gears or hold 1 gear or whatever. It's a mechanical way of saying you did a thing, you now have this item in your possession, and then you can spend that gear to do the thing it says that you would spend it on. So it's less of like an actual physical gear
Like a
and
video
more
game.
of like, because the game or the technique is jury rig, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Or rebuild or something like that. Actually, both of them. So
Yeah.
rebuild allows you to build a thing and hold a gear and then spend it. So you're effectively like saying, I'm going to build this thing. And gear is just in reference to whatever technological thing you just built.
Okay. Thank you.
So you can build fireworks.
Also, he'll hydrate.
Yeah.
This
Have
is
the
totally
equipment for
water.
It's got water in it.
Not sponsored.
Once I'm out of water, I might upgrade to May. Don't worry.
Oh my.
Right now I'm stressed.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. Definitely just kind of hanging back.
So
How far away is the person with the arm from us now?
Enough that if you guys were to get into an exchange, you'd probably jump into it with him. But I don't know, 50, 100 feet? Say 100 feet.
Suri's gonna be a little kind of close to that one. She's closer to the guy with the arm than she is to
That's
Mr. Dark and Mysterious.
You guys are kind of meandering out of the thing, and the Dark One doesn't seem to care where you guys are standing or doing. He's just talking to you guys.
I think
He's very safe.
Baku will be like kind of edging towards the stuff, kind of with Suri, just like looking, trying to look intimidated.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to present as the if he's gonna start swinging, causing problems. It not provoke him into it, but just kind of keeping his attention a little bit. So, I've always been curious. I never actually found out what you went off the face of the map for. What happened to you, friend? If you don't mind me asking.
Which time?
Right before our little meetup. Why'd you stop training? Why'd you
I
stop
learned all that I
teaching?
could from Master Toph.
Hmm.
I thought that real world could teach me more skills than she could.
The Toph?
The Toph.
And you're a bad guy.
You can tell that this is not the situation you're asking about, by the way. He's referencing like way back, like when, like after he dealt, like before the comics, but after the show kind of deal, you know, like, but he went through all of that because he did do that. He went through that whole arc, but then eventually became a teacher for a long ass time. And then like as of a month and a half ago, like, or was it a couple months ago or something you guys had
Roughly.
you had done that? Yes, it was like just a couple of months ago. Like he stopped teaching, but he's he's obviously just not giving that away right now.
Yeah.
Because he has no reason to like listen to you right now.
How'd you escape?
By the help of an architect. One that worked on the Southern Reconstruction projects. You would know her. But names are frivolous at this point.
I'd like to know her name.
You don't get to know anything. You all come uninvited into my home
Your
and start
home?
demanding things. My home.
We live like this.
That he stole, but yeah.
The feng shui is all wrong.
He's being very what's the word? He's being very extra right now.
Mhm.
Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
exactly
Darth Vader
what
making
the
his cape move in space extra, or
His dialogue is on point.
He's been very fussy. Like it's very, that's what he is.
yeah. We know that Ume's mom was supposed to go to the south, right? Okay.
Yes, but Baka, you would probably infer that he's referring to the same architect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if we decided on a name, so I
We didn't. That's why I
Okay.
didn't tell him either.
awesome. Unnamed Southern Water Tribe.
Yeah,
person.
this character was supposed to have such little significance, and it just keeps getting brought up. So now it's important. Now we're gonna come up with a name.
Dodge!
Nope, no names. Just hey, you.
Ooh, guys.
Bud, Cap. So what happens now,
but-
big guy?
You gave me the hospitality. Then again, your family gave me the hospitality once before. I might do the same to you and your friends. Crude, damp abattoir. A place where dreams are shattered and souls are broken.
It was a prison. You went to prison because you did something.
Would breaking and entering not constitute as breaking the law as well?
I don't think that.
We didn't break in here. We were let in. So I wouldn't really count that as breaking.
Crawling through an air duct. Very interesting.
A lot of mechanics would do that. Probably.
So you're all mechanics then, though only one of you has a small toolkit from what I can see.
She's the mechanic. She's.
Don't pretend to call this breaking and entering when you stole this from Sparrowkeep Air in the first place.
That I did. Therefore it is mine.
That's not how ownership works, but good try, I guess.
Let me tell you.
Are that-
Just
a
like
little
how all these
secret.
things that you stole
Hmm.
aren't yours.
Like
So-
that, and that arm. It's
So we're just
definitely not
gonna
yours.
we're just gonna get it, and then we'll just get out of your hair, and then you can do whatever it is that you're doing here, and we can pretend like this never happened.
Just elbow Suri real quick. Just like, don't bring attention.
Oh.
I want my arm.
I know.
But you all welcomed yourself into my home, so clearly you were expecting some sort of a confrontation, verbal or physical of some sort.
I mean, if it comes to a scrap, it comes to a scrap.
I mean, we kind of hope we'd catch you like out, but you're here, so
I'd also like to point out to Dylan, actually, they just mentioned that like they're there for those goods, and you know that those goods are Ume's goods.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So clearly, they came from Ume's place, and they're friends
Right.
with Ume.
Damn it.
I was
I
gonna
don't
hold on to that for a second.
Isn't this our house now, by your logic of taking things, since we're in here now?
You haven't taken anything yet besides my time.
That's the one thing
Which
you can't
is
get back.
super valuable.
If you're gonna sit
It
here
is.
and wax eloquent all night, we're just gonna take some of this and walk away.
take it while we're talking.
I think there shall be no taking of anything. That what we have received came with great pain.
I
I'm
guess
gonna
it's
It
be real
is
painful
due
to
to
get back.
us.
I'm gonna step just in between me and where he is, the dark one, and the direct line of sight of Baku, and be like, pain. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna try to sink him.
So you wanna start a fight with it.
Mm-hmm. I don't see another way out of this.
No.
He's not gonna let us go.
I mean, we could have tried a deal of some kind, maybe.
He's not giving anything away.
I'm not gonna start an exchange, but you can try to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a master metal bender.
I
And
know.
you have to do you have
you
to do the
forget
things.
All of that.
No, I didn't
have
forget
to-
it. I'm just.
You have to do the things in order to sink him. There is like a motion, and he catches the motion.
Okay.
He is too far of an opponent to easily be caught by that. So he does get like you get 1 foot in, or basically like as he realizes what you're doing, but before you can complete it, like 2 shackles. You've seen the bossing say people where they throw the
Mhm.
throw the
Gloves.
hands or whatever. Very similar gloves, but they're shackles. They grab you by the wrist and slam your arms together. And so he kind of like staggers and gets on the ground a little bit, but then is able to take his foot out and shake it.
Now we can continue this way, or we can discuss like civil humans. Whichever you prefer.
What's Kip doing?
Wouldn't a civil human just let us get our
Kip-
friend's thing and go?
When Kip saw that, he took a step forward when he saw that you were being attacked, but you almost saw him like when you started those movements to him be like,
Oh.
Okay.
and because the terror in his eyes of just like, please don't.
Oh, he cares.
No, he's just scared of the big
Does he very much still cares about you? You're still his family.
Well, that was my idea. What you guys got?
Can I call a huddle?
How civil do you plan on being when it comes to getting our friend's stuff back?
I've told you before. This came with great pain. We shall not be relinquishing it this evening or any coming forward.
Dylan, check chat.
Check chat.
Yep.
Actually,
Everyone
it is
should
a
have
good
their
time
chat
for a
open.
break if you want to take a break.
Oh, is it a good time?
That's a you call, Game Master.
I wanna hear how this how the first decision plays out.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Wasn't okay.
But yeah, he's an escaped convict of my family's prison. I don't. Iman doesn't see a lot of alternatives here that don't end up in a fight.
That's why Zukira's worried, because
Yeah.
you're not the type to just rush in. You're like,
Mhm.
you thought about that. You're like,
Yeah, it's
Option
almost
number-
survival at that point for Iman
Yeah.
because he doesn't see a way that it's not a fight, and if he can get the drop and get an advantage. So if anything, it shows that Iman's basically desperate at this point and really trying to play it cool because he really wants to stick it to his brother.
Yeah, unfortunately, Alec the Bard couldn't be here today to also do Kip, but that also would have been a lot. So
No worries.
So the Dark One's gonna look at the look at the equipment that was piled to the side and look at Iman on the floor and back over at Zakira. You're wanting this, correct? This came from someone that you know, I believe, by the name of Ume.
friend of ours. Yes. She's
Well, this
nervously
friend of
fiddling with
yours-
her token.
This friend of yours was heavily in debt to me and my people. This is a token of payment. However, he looks directly at Iman. I'm willing to make a trade.
No.
You haven't even heard my proposal yet. And he reaches into his one of his pockets, pulls out a small bit of metal, and just starts shaping it in his hand in the form of a woman. And he starts making her walk up and down his hand. Everybody just froze. Are we still here? Or...
we can hear you, but we can't see you move.
Nope, he froze.
Okay, cool. Well, that's fine if you can
no,
still
we
hear
can
me.
still hear you.
Okay, cool. You can hear me. Cool. I'll have her. He has her walking around on his hand, and you can see that he's looking at this small metal woman lovingly, and also a deep sadness in his eyes. And he speaks back to Iman. Again, I'll make a trade.
Thoroughly put in his. Go ahead.
Him for the goods.
Not him. Her. And he extends his hand outward and motions to make the small metal woman a life-size face replica of his wife.
Do we recognize it? No. Okay.
Yeah.
She is within your family's prison. You want this. I want her back. You get my wife, Yin Li. You can have these trinkets that you came here for.
You gotta keep pestering Ume?
How long do you expect this to take? It's your family's business.
Game Master, not that I would ever consider taking this, but if I were to tell him yes, how long would I be? Do you think I'd be able to do something like this?
Well, first you'd have to try and trick him if you don't actively mean to give your word.
Mm-hmm.
And you would still need, more than likely he would be able to create an arrangement with you that you would have enough fuel to go to Harbor Town to get that, to talk to your family, get her, and then come back. But it would definitely cost you a lot of time, and also you can't come back because Sparrowkeet Air is coming.
Right. Also, I don't want him to know we need dirigible fuel because then he knows we have a dirigible.
He kind of assumes that you do, since you've got a bunch of dirigible fuel that he's holding on to.
Oh, okay.
Or that or it's some kind of something that you're some weird seller. But like, oh no, I'm sorry. Kip knows about it. So yes,
and Claw also fought.
Yeah,
there
and Claw.
too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Redcon. Yeah, he does know, 100%.
But also, like, yeah, we don't have that. Now, Buck, we know that Sparrowkey's coming tomorrow morning, but Dark One? Does he have any indication, any clue?
Not that we know of.
That's for the game.
What was the question?
So we know about Sparrowkeep tomorrow. Does the Dark One does he have any indication? Does he have any intel?
You don't know that yet.
Okay, we don't know if he does, but
Mm-hmm.
okay. That makes sense. Okay. So
Iman's thinking about it. He's going to try to kind of stand up a little bit.
The shackles will be let go.
Okay.
It's obvious he's here to talk. He does, he sees you as no threat whatsoever.
What if we trade you information?
Information on what?
Kind of like look around at the rest of the party for like kind of confirmation of.
Suri's gonna nod, just to be like, yeah.
You seem awfully confident. But do you know what's coming?
I expect in time that a coup shall happen. That is almost inevitable in this line of work.
Glances at Kip.
I can tell you when in exchange for the goods we want and our safe release to be on our way.
Safe release is what I asked as well. Safe release of my wife, wrongfully imprisoned in that one's family's jail.
And to throw some context there, your family does not throw people in jail. They just take what is delivered to them.
Right.
So
But
it's not your family's fault, but he's claiming that someone wrongfully put his wife in your prison.
right, so I wouldn't know the story there. Yin Li. What was she wrongfully accused of? And what's the real story?
You seem to have struck a nerve. He does in fact like to talk about his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Soul-torn trees forlorn will never be evergreen. Too much rain. Too late. She was searching for an artifact. For the Sparrowkeet heir. She's actually an acolyte of the Air Nation. And upon further research, she came to find that this artifact did indeed belong to the Air Nation. In her heart, her golden, beautiful heart, she did not believe that this artifact should be in the hands of anyone but the air nomads. In trying to keep this information to herself and others of the like mind. The Sparrow Keat took her in the middle of the night and brought her to their justice halls.
Kind of
But
sitting
what
here.
if we just have her killed?
Say again?
What if we just had her killed?
You threaten my life, the life of my wife. Am I correct in understanding that? And he says as he stands up at his full height and extends his arms a bit.
You triggered a second nerve. This one is the opposite of the last nerve that was triggered.
I'm not saying I would. I'm clearly not capable. Just giving somebody leverage over what could really upset you might not be a good idea.
I do not understand your thinking, but I don't like the direction that you're implying.
What is this artifact that's so important that it only be in Air Nomad hands?
I have that written down. 1 second.
He knows that are you asking what it was? He knows
Yeah,
that it was
basically.
he knows that it was a scroll.
Okay, so it's not
There
the
it
same
is.
thing as what we have. Okay.
No, I just have, yeah. It's a scroll that leads to something just as important, if not more so. I will give you
Is this
one
why-
last.
Is this why you stopped teaching? Was it after she was taken?
She was recently taken 4 moons ago. I stopped teaching once we met. She changed me. She made me better. She made me a honest person, and without her, you have what you see in front of you.
I know it's a sore subject, but not everyone who goes to your prison is there rightfully. So maybe it could be worth looking into. I mean, the whole reason that I'm down here is because a friend of the family is at your prison wrongfully.
If we bring her back, you give Kip one opportunity to walk away and come back with me.
Kip has had that opportunity plenty of times now, but I will give it to you, as you say, if you do indeed bring my wife back safe, unharmed, and with no one else beside you.
I look to the rest of the group. I look back. And I give one very...
None of that's going to matter if we stay here.
Siri, this sounds all wonderful and good to you, but one, you're not going to get your stuff back right now, and two, you still don't have dirigible fuel.
Mm-hmm. And we're.
Oh, I
how
was
are
trying
we
to tack
supposed
on. I was trying to tack on an additional thing. So his initial deal, unless I misheard, was that we take the stuff, but we bring back his wife. Was that wrong?
I guess we bring back his wife, and then we get stuff.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Trust is non-existent.
It would have been a better deal in your favor had Zakira not sideways insulted his wife with the threat of death.
I'm scared and insecure.
Whatever it is you started to build just like collapsed.
Can that be her?
Because of that, Zakira, yeah, go ahead and get rid of the insecure. I know she had asked about that earlier. I was like, no, it's going to cause actual problems. No, this is the problem. You essentially went back to square zero with him.
Bako's like trying
you know.
to build it back up.
Don't insult the wife.
It wasn't insulting. It was just
Vaguely
threatening.
Right.
Because that's
Sorry,
better.
that's better.
I mean, he could skewer us on metal at any given moment. You're like, what if we killed your wife, though?
It's almost like you guys found his guiding drive as a character in the mechanics of this game, and you've gone both ways with it now.
Okay. We'll need some dirigible fuel.
And you expect me to just provide it to you?
Yeah, if we're gonna get this thing done, we have to be a little bit on the down low about it, and it seems like gestures. That's your speciality. Do you have some competition that you would rather us go to?
He's actually listening to you now, so go ahead and roll a plead. Roll with harmony.
I also want that arm, please.
And the arm.
Do we even have time for any of this?
You make many great requests.
Yeah, we're great.
Hang on, let's hear what the result is.
6.
Oh.
Dead even. Dead in the middle.
Can I take a
6.
fatigue for a...
Take a fatigue, role play it out.
Okay, so in other words, he's not being too convincing. So we need the fuel to be able to get to the prison. How else are we supposed to go and speak and get your wife out of this prison without the opportunity to get there?
Okay. So mechanically, Dylan, on a 7 through 9, you are going to give them what they're asking for, but you need something more.
I need something more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do I need to roll 2d6 then? Is that?
No. That's what they did because they only rolled a 7
gotcha,
through 9 and not
gotcha.
like a crit success. So think about what the character might want in return, and they're going to have to accept your new deal. But you are going to be giving them what they want.
Okay.
If you want help, you can ask me. I might be able to come up with something.
Very well. You'll get your fuel. I will get my wife, as well as safe passage to the furthest end of the planet, where we will be left alone. No one will come for us. No one will know us.
Deal.
Before you say that, you might not be able to offer him for a safe passage because of all of the Sparrowkeet air that's happening around you,
Mm-hmm.
but you might be able to promise him a pardon.
Oh man, don't do that to me. Oh no.
Oh!
But it would have to be a trick because you can't guarantee him safety away with what's happening with Sparrowkeet air.
It's pretty hot in the skies right now. I might.
I think we need a huddle.
Yeah, hold on just a second.
Really
All right, huddle up.
What if we give him my token? It's supposed to, give you passage when it comes to Sparrowkeet, right? Maybe by the time this is all settled, word will have gotten out.
I don't know if that'll work because, when they saw you with it, they took it and, questioned you.
It doesn't
I don't know if
have
it'll
to
get in.
work. It just has to get us out of this. Are you sure you would
Do you-
want to give that up?
Do you also want to reveal that you're related to the head of Sparrow Keep?
Maybe he'll take it as I know what I'm talking about.
Do we tell him that Sparrow Key Air is coming tomorrow to like wipe them clean?
Maybe
mean-
he'll take that as good faith.
Or
Us
maybe
just
instead of
being honest.
offering passage, we tell him, we give him a warning now. We offer him safety for tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's better
I
than
like that
giving a
better.
pardon. I don't think I
Because
can
if
swing
if
that.
we leave, we can't come back when
Yeah.
Sparrow Key gets here. So
Right.
we need all of our stuff gone now.
Mm-hmm. The fuel and the arm.
Definitely the arm.
Definitely the
for
arm.
sure.
Yeah. All right,
So we tell him.
Baku,
Okay.
why don't you do that? I'm doing terribly, and I don't think I can swing. I don't think I can swing a pardon. Like,
Okay, how
I'm the
about...
youngest son of a big family.
Okay, so we're gonna offer him the information for safety tomorrow. If he presses us, then maybe we offer your token as a way for him to escape quickly now. And then we get out of here with the fuel and the arm.
I think giving the token will just raise more suspicion. Because then they're gonna ask how he got it, and then it's just gonna point back to Zakira.
Oh, that's a good point.
But
So I
again,
think-
it doesn't matter if if he thinks that the token will get him safe passage. Who cares if it actually
Because it gets Zakira
gets
in
him
trouble.
questioned? She
Just
could say
make
it was
choice.
stolen.
Hmm.
While this is all happening,
About this time.
The Dark One's gonna
Can be
reach
here.
out towards the group, and Baku, you're gonna feel the sword on your back getting pulled towards him.
It just lands in his hands.
He interrupted the huddle.
Oh,
Dead.
the sacred huddle. This is
And-
very important.
With that, we're gonna go on break.
Oh,
Oh no!
The audacity.
Oh no! He interrupted the huddle. He interrupted the huddle.
He stole the sword.
We return.
Baku's gonna spin. Excuse me.
See him looking at it, almost like quizzically, but with innocent fascination. Those of you who don't know, welcome to the channel. The sword is it used to belong to Jade Jin, and it is a sword, like a scimitar, that is carved with like air and water design on it, like some kind of air, mostly air, but air and water kind of combined into this weird looking scimitar that doesn't seem to do anything. It's just a cool looking sword, but it is very unique in the world.
So I'm looking it over, and I just almost whispering, kind of go, "What an interesting relic this might be, and how fortuitous that arrives to me just now. Though it comes from you, you've delivered another artifact to me. Where did you get this?"
Our friend.
I do believe that this will be better served to others. Not in my hands, not in your hands, but more so in the hands of Master Toph, or better yet, the Avatar.
Wait. I thought you were like against Toph and Aang and all of that. Like,
I learned as much as I could from Master Toph.
I look at like Zakira and Ayman like.
He never specifically said
Aren't
that he
we
had any
going there?
issues with Toph.
We're
He did leave her, yes, but he never said that he had any
Never
bad
said it was on bad
relations with her.
terms.
we're on our way to Toph school. That's where we're going.
That's where we were bringing that already.
We
Well, you were bringing something else there, yes.
kind of
I'm not
assumed
saying that.
So you're tricking him? Question mark.
We were. I'm not lying.
Partial truth.
As
Okay.
we were going there
Let it roll.
with that.
To be honest, my friend gave it to me with the only instructions of keep this away from my family. And I haven't even gotten a chance to look it over myself yet. But we're on our way to Toph school.
Does strike a chord that the original owner of this artifact would have entrusted it with someone else.
That brings another question to my mind. If you are to get my wife out of this prison, she would have more knowledge on the scroll of the heir of nomads. This information, along with this sword, be very helpful and quite possibly needed information to the Avatar.
Baku, you also notice during, like, as he's talking directly to you now, he has lost a lot of his bluster. He seems uncomfortable around you. And other people kind of, like, I'm going to say Ayman and Zakira take note of that as well. Suri, maybe not as much.
Don't know what to do with that information right now because my brain don't like to do the thing.
I don't either.
I'm still holding bricks.
I came in here thinking that we were on opposite sides, but I don't know if that's the case anymore. I'm gonna again look at everyone else, kind of like talking to the entire room, kind of.
It seems like we have the same goal.
All right, look at Kip.
So just
I'm
He
gonna
has
tell you
no
this
idea what he's looking at.
in good faith, because we both believe these artifacts are better off in the hands of the air nomads and not being sold off to the highest bidder.
don't be plural.
Well, like the scroll.
he just did.
The,
Oh, okay.
there are already multiple artifacts in play. The scroll.
Okay, okay.
The Sparrowkeet Air is sending. What are they sending? It's the
army.
The army.
The Sparrowkeet Air headquarters is scheduled to arrive tomorrow morning.
okay.
That's
I was
what-
like, I didn't want to say head honcho, so I was like, what's the official
headquarters. Yeah.
The Sparrowkeet headquarters is scheduled to arrive tomorrow, and they intend to wipe the area clean of all Scarlet,
Crimson Ferrets.
Crimson Ferrets.
They intend to land here tomorrow.
Kind of why we're in a hurry.
That
Very
is
well.
news to you, yeah. And you know, as powerful as you are, that headquarters is gonna nuke you.
Very well. Take your dirigible fuel.
In the army.
Take these items from Ume's. But you will return with my wife. You will hand over this sword and her information to the Avatar directly.
If you're not here, where would we find you? In case
I
you
have
have
nowhere
to
else to
relocate.
leave. I have nowhere else to go. I have no reason for leaving. My word is as sound as this steel. I will stay put. But time is of the essence, as we now all understand. I snap my finger over at Kip and tell him to go get the fuel. Now.
Yeah, all right, boss. Sure. He'll kind of like struggle, but he'll kind of like use his newfound metal bending to kind of lift one of the canisters and kind of start piling it on top of one of the, I don't know, carts of some kind that you guys can kind of wheelbarrow out.
I think I could ever earthbend.
You asking that to Dark One? Or to Iman?
I was saying it to Iman, but it's like it wasn't like too whispery. It was just kind of like, do you think that's possible? I don't know if the Dark One even knows what bending I am. I mean, I'm in earthbending robes, but
I mean, Toph
guys
was
know
the
that
first to discover it. Who's to
You
say?
guys are going to do this specific plan. You're going to be on a very tight schedule. It's already nighttime, and Spirokeet Air arrives in the morning.
How early are we talking?
And Harbor Town with dirigible flight, it's going to take a couple hours. Like, you might make it like on time.
Then we best be going.
Yep. And well, Suri's also gonna kind of walk up and to that person who's playing with the armor and snatch it. Like, that's careful. Like, this is really sensitive stuff. Dang it! You messed it up and me really mad.
Who just messes with a prosthetic? Rude.
She's just going over. She's like checking it, making for damages. She's taking our toolkit, fixing any little like screws that have come loose. Dang it!
Do we need to?
I'm gonna go up to the Dark One to get the sword.
I would like to hold on to this as insurance.
What if you came with us?
Ooh, there's an idea.
Want him to come with us?
Sick on my journey, my dreams will wander this desolate field. To return to that hellish place.
He's being very dramatic.
I love it. The drama.
Guys in the chat.
What's up, Jay?
I could follow. I could come along. But I know that if I return there, my safety is not guaranteed. And therefore, my wife's freedom is not as well.
Girl. I guess we're burning daylight then.
Even if you stayed in the dirigible?
He'll take a look around at his warehouse. Maybe a bit of fresh air would be good for these tired bones.
Can we make a mean lobster something chowder?
Lobster crab chowder.
Really good.
You actually know what lobster crab chowder is, Dark One, and it's like the delicious thing of the land. It's
The bee's knees.
from the Iron
From the
Tavern,
jellies.
from the famous. I'm sorry, not from the Iron Tavern. The famous jellies.
The Iron Tavern wishes.
The Iron Tavern wishes they had the recipe. It's from the Jelly Shack, and it is famous.
From the jellies. It's really good.
Long has it been since I've tasted this delicacy. I could go for a bowl or two.
All right. Well,
Shake on it.
Shoulder on Kip. Can Kip come?
welcome to the team, I guess.
Come on, Kip.
You put the shoulder. Can Kip come, and he kind of like slides out of it, like, yeah, someone's got to be here to take care of the rest of the clan, the group. We gotta let them know that there's gonna be an attack. And we're already kind of battered and bruised thanks to Suri and Ume and the rest of you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
And if we're gonna be attacked, we gotta have someone tell them to get out of here. And I'm not too keen on meeting the family again.
If you were as eloquent as he is, I don't think our meeting would have been as bad as it was.
Thank you.
Maybe you should work on the haikus and poetry while we're gone.
I expect at least 7 written down. 2 of them being an
You've got
apology
your
about my
homework.
arm.
When we get back, I expect to see a silver tongue and not the one that's made of wood that's in your mouth, I guess.
Oh! He said, "Pop your chicken strips."
But you're great.
Oh. Alec is
Suri's
mad
just-
somewhere right now.
Yeah, Alex somewhere is like, why am I just like pissed?
He seemed to have something he wanted to say, but he looks over at the Dark One, and the Dark One just kind of glances at him, and he just kind of shuts up, like, this is more important. Like, doesn't want to do. He actively cares about the people enough that he's just not going to fight with you right now.
Nope, I got my arm,
I
so
want to say
sun's
stay
on
out
fire.
of trouble, but I'll see you again. Like a strained smile.
My arm's doing great, by the way.
I'm sure you'll try to find me again, Iman. I know. And I do hope I meet you again. But maybe not too soon.
We'll see. I'm gonna turn and walk off. Help move all
doing
this
the
stuff.
smile grimace thing again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's out. All right. I'm just gonna.
You can see where exactly the wrinkles will be.
Before everyone leaves the warehouse, Dark One's gonna make several identical statues of himself in different spots throughout the warehouse, kind of just like peeking out a little bit, in case they do not return in time for the Sparrowkeet heir to arrive.
So are we going back through the vents with all this, or what are we doing? Actually,
I think we can just walk out now. Not trying to hide anymore, right? He knows we're here.
yeah, it's the Sparrowkeets I'm worried about. This just keeps flip-flopping on us.
I know.
Where is your dirigible located?
You'll see.
I'm gonna tell him where.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just outside. It's by Cabbage Car. It's about a 20-minute drive out to the like through the plains to like near the forested area.
Would Dark One have like transportation at the ready?
He's got like a
I'd assume.
sweet ride.
Yeah, he'd have something ready.
He's got a cherry red cabbage car.
Cherry red cab. Well, it's happening now.
I mean, if we do go through the vents, we'll pop up on the other side where we have our cabbage car and the whole giant rig that we set up to be able to.
Carry our
But you
stuff.
don't. But then you wouldn't have the stuff that.
Yeah,
you're
we got all
carrying.
the stuff. We got all the crap.
We get a split in cars. Except
We get to the cabbage car and like pull it around.
In front of all of the people that belong to the Sparrowkeet. air?
The Sparrowkeep guards are not within like sight distance, or
Okay.
at the very least, they're keeping themselves like hidden if they are, because they know that that place is taken over, and they know that they don't want to mess with the with the Dark One.
As long as we're not
but-
followed, this should be fine.
So they might think we're just
Yeah.
working
So
with the
you
dark one.
might be able to sneak your way out of there.
It'll
There's
also
a
help us
possibility.
with our cover and being like, oh, it's all fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, too bad we don't have time to look at the card, but next time. And then we'll just leave.
All right, Suri
And then
and Zakira, go get y'all's car and bring it around. Baku and I will get the stuff ready, and we'll follow in the Dark One's ride.
we all have to go out because 4 went in. It'd be super sus if 2 walked out.
Good point.
He was all freaked out when we were coming in. He wasn't even paying attention. Half of us snuck past him without him even noticing. We'll be fine.
If
We'll,
we just...
we'll be in and out before he even questions. Okay, bye. Where's your friends? See ya.
With our luck, I doubt it. Oh,
He was a wuss. He hid behind the counter the second he saw us. What? He's gonna
He's fine.
stand to a
I'm sure.
firebender? I don't think so.
I can
All she has to
prepare
do is
your
a-
items for you, and I can.
All she has to do is go, whoosh, and steam comes out of her nose, and he's on the floor again, crying like a baby. We're fine.
right, but
I learned firebending.
if
I
told
can
him I
prepare
wasn't a
your.
if he has a non-memorable experience, we don't want him to be like, oh, there were firebenders here last night. We want him to be like, ah, there was maintenance that was routinely scheduled, and who cares? And I'm not
We
going to bring it
can
up to
just-
anybody.
We can just tell them we're getting more supplies and coming back, and that's why not all of us are leaving.
They've already
Then
left.
that
That works.
There we go. Let's go.
Alright,
Onward
let's
hope.
Crown back to the vet.
I'll figure it out. Okay, bye.
the continuity is breaking.
Oh, this is fine. Break more continuity, please.
Just breaking the fourth wall.
I'm sitting there and I'm looking at all the metal he bent. And just processing how powerful this guy is.
So could you teach him like some moves?
You gotta. Oh,
I mean, it's awesome. Like
it's
The
pretty
answer is
awesome.
yes, but not metal bending.
Ah.
But you are an
Fine.
earthbender first, so like you could theoretically train.
So
him
I'm gonna
in
take a
in
different
move.
approach. So
Okay.
yeah, we I'm gonna go up to the Dark One, and I'm gonna be like attempting to kind of just build some kind of bridge here. I've got a friend. He's unfortunately he was maimed, and we've been pursuing. That's why we wanted the arm back. See, he was wounded pretty badly, but he's been using some of his earthbending to compensate for that. Wonder if maybe along the way, maybe you could lend him a hand. Show him a few things.
The answer is yes.
I appreciate the pun that you just
Thanks.
handed out.
Oh,
So I will teach you a thing or two on our quick travel.
all right.
So long as you're a good student, of course.
I am a fantastic student.
They all say that.
You see him having like PTSD of his martial upbringing. I am a pretty fantastic student, sir.
Ill Bill alarm sounds.
I love that Jeff was just like, "Can you teach me earthbending?" Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
That is exactly what happened.
You're welcome, Jay. I got you.
I got you, Jay.
We got two earthbenders. It would make sense that you guys would have the
Yeah,
same
a little
master
less,
key.
a little less direct approach. Hey, teach me. Hey, I've got a friend who's, you know, handicapped. Let's see how good of a person you think you're saying you're portraying yourself as. Would you help this person who's in need of help, you know?
You absolutely
Kind of
would.
a thing. That was kind of, you know?
He's taught for a good 20 years. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can easily do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Iman is terrified. Like, he doesn't trust this guy at all. But he's been given all of this information, and if it's true, then it's challenging a lot of his core principles. And I don't know how to roleplay that.
I'm putting a lot of stress on you, and I apologize for that.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's just desserts for everything I've done to the long shot crews over the years.
Akko is like
Honestly,
full tilt into community and
I
is
would-
like, yes, trust.
I
And
was
then
about to
as soon
say,
as
like,
someone betrays him, he's gonna be like, excellence, I hate everyone. Everyone sucks.
F everybody.
I'll build walls of ice around my feelings and no one will hurt me again.
The code never bothered me anyway.
oh my
yep.
god.
Oh.
6 inches thick of concrete around that heart.
Episodes in before someone made a Frozen reference.
Damn it.
All right, we made it.
We made it.
Jeff, do you
The casting person makes the Disney. I
think
love this.
that any of this conversation would have pulled you closer to trust on your balance?
I would argue that it pulls me towards self-reliance,
Okay.
because trust for Iman is built around his family, and the idea of this naive picture perfect family that runs a prison and is very strict and black and white, and we do this and it's all about business and money, it's crumbling. And he just went on a heist. So I would argue, or attempted a heist. I would argue that he's dipping towards self-reliance and discovering new things about this, thinking for himself and kind of figuring out what he believes in and stuff like that. And that goes out. That's more internalized than outward.
No, I agree, and I think there's been enough turmoil in these past 2 episodes that I'll give you at least 1 point in that direction. That for all of this, we're without a roll, because I really feel like he is moving in that direction.
Game Master has given Top.
Where are you?
I have stepped away from the brink of trust.
I see. Okay. All right. The rest of the people that are with the equipment, where are you going? How you doing this? You just gonna sneaking out, or what's the plan?
With the equipment, or heading back towards the maintenance and the cars and stuff?
The people with the equipment, with
Okay.
the dirigible fuel and arm, etc.
I would
Actually, no, Siri, you have the arm.
Oh, I have the arm. Oh, for sure. She's one arm in it through that tunnel. She's like, nope, I got my arm, and I'm just gonna army crawl through this
I would
Oh, you
say-
don't need to crawl anymore. He's
Yeah, we
he's
just walked
opened it
out.
up, so you're
for
fine
the
there.
whole tunnel. The whole.
But the whole
metro station?
tunnel wasn't crawl. It was just right as you got to the beneath the warehouse. That's when you would have to.
Oh.
Zakira's walking
Okay,
along,
then yeah,
and
she's-
Suri's like
tunnel.
going for
Just-
it.
Yeah, you went from a tunnel to.
I'm just
vent,
letting her
now
do
you're
her
going
thing.
I would
Okay,
say,
yeah.
as far
No,
as the stuff
Suri's
goes,
just like-
it's just like, sorry.
I
go
love
on.
that you have the arm.
Yeah, I would
with
put
arm
I
on
tried-
it.
I try to do it both ways because I can't tell with the mirror.
The first one is correct
Okay,
on my
good.
screen.
There we go.
Yeah.
She's got the mrah, everybody.
By the power.
I would say we're just organizing, figuring out exactly what was Ume's, and moving the dirigible fuel over, and just kind of. I'm looking at the claw, dude.
Well,
A
what
little bit.
do we have a path to get through?
Oh,
Do we know exactly how?
Yeah, you're not even at the treehouse yet.
right.
Right.
We're waiting for the car to come around, and then I don't know. My brain, it was like open a garage door and start stacking stuff on there, but I don't actually know what the building looks like.
Less garage door. This is a very, very open warehouse with large doors that are wide open.
Oh,
So
we've been exposed the whole time.
If you need some assistance, I can
Oh yeah, that would be
provide
great.
a
Sensei.
little help here. He's just gonna take some of the freight chambers and stuff, and like mold it around the framing of the items, like on a on a pallet, kind of. I'm just giving them like wheels on the bottom, so it looks like they're just ushering out equipment. Like this is mechanical stuff that needs to be fixed. We're taking it away.
Okay.
So everything is confined within, but not visible. So anyone who's prying eyes would not be able to see what's inside there.
I'm thoroughly impressed. Just like Lucy needs to see this. This is wild.
It's almost like he's done this before.
What? Professional.
All throughout the city. Yeah. So if you're gonna rely on the Dark One to just handle it, you guys are pretty much gonna be able to get out yourselves without any trouble. I am gonna have you guys roll some push your luck in order to make sure you don't completely botch this. But if someone wants to go ahead, I'm gonna have Baku roll this time with passion.
Good. I love rolling with passion. Oh no, it's okay. I thought it was creativity's a minus one. I thought it was passion. That's a 9.
Okay.
Because I'm the one to help, so I get a 10.
Yeah, I'll definitely help. It sounds like we're all three of us are making the effort.
Okay. Well, that'll work out for you because it'll what other lucky opportunity will fall into your lap, you guys will discover momentarily. Or
all right, Jake,
a little bit later.
Let's go.
But yeah, you guys will be able to make it through. And do you guys want to role play out the you leaving the taxi area?
The cars? Yeah, sure. So we walk up out through the tunnel. I got the arm in my hand. I'm walking out with this giant arm. You will not believe no wonder there was a clog in that time. No wonder there was a problem. This was up in the vents. I need to go show this to my boss, so I'm gonna go grab this. She's coming with me. Other guys are gonna stick behind and get some more stuff done, but I gotta go show my boss this because this is. Have you ever seen anything like this? I've never seen anything like this, but
this is not OSHA kosher, so we need to fill out a lot of paperwork. So
yeah, this is gonna be fun to deal with.
All right, so go ahead and roll trick. Roll with creativity.
Creativity 7.
Okay. So let's see. So pick one. They fall and do what you want for the moment on a 7 through 9. Pick one. Right. Okay. So they're either gonna they're not gonna stumble because they're not doing anything. So they either overcommit and they are deceived for some time, or they act foolishly, and I'll tell you what additional opportunity they give you.
I think we're just gonna overcommit, so he definitely believes it. We're really like, dude, this is.
Was that attached to somebody, or did someone just put it in there? Like,
questions.
Yeah.
Is there like a whole Iron Man in there?
We're gonna have to find out. That's what the other guys are actually working on right now. They're
Nice.
looking deeper for us.
The stress ball harder.
But hey, you can calm down. This isn't gonna affect you at all. Your bosses aren't gonna be mad about it. You're not gonna have to pay extra. It's okay. We got this. Don't you worry. Okay, we got it. I just gotta show this to my boss.
You guys actually have bionic insurance.
Oh, that's what I've been paying for every month.
Yeah. For cases like this, good thing you're paying that. Thank you for being an upstanding citizen, paying that bill. But that's what happens. What helps when this comes in.
Thanks, and I'm sure you'll tell your boss that I'm all paid up and everything's fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, you've overpaid.
Okay.
You are set for the next little bit. Okay, don't you worry. Don't you worry. You.
Oh, that's
We got that.
like tears. Like tears well a little bit. Like.
She's like, I can finally go to that one restaurant I've been wanting to go to.
So welcome.
We can go to 2 meals a day for a week.
Absolutely.
Oh. Puts down any coins that she has on his desk. Just so cute. Just okay, bye.
It's gonna be a kid who's gonna fold this building.
Kip is gonna GTFO because he now knows about the attack that's happening.
Yeah,
there will be no Crimson Ferrets in this city.
So we're not necessarily lying. He's gonna have an easier time.
Look at that.
It's all thanks to his smart ingenuity, being such a great citizen.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great night. Take care.
Oh, you
Get some
too.
sleep. Go get some sleep. It's late.
Oh my god.
All right.
I can't believe we did that.
So
Okay, let's
you've
get in the car
you
and
got
go.
your car.
Go.
Guys get in your car. You do end up meeting up with the others, hooking yourselves up, and just you spent the fatigue to make sure the cart works well. You rolled real well on the trick. You rolled real well. You all rolled well. You all succeeded real well, as well as relying on a professional escapee. So you guys will make it back to the treehouse with literally no problems.
Okay.
Feels good.
Woo. Except for Ume's reaction to
Yep,
the dark
except for
one.
Ume's reaction to the dark one. So they've decided to move. They're all there at the treehouse. They moved the artifact and all themselves at the treehouse because it's a little safer than the dirigible is. So when you guys first approach, Ume is not directly outside because she's inside working on a tent somewhere or whatever. But you do see Doug and Princess Flutterbat just kind of outside hanging out, trying to put things away, sweeping up whatever it is they do, etc. Those are the first two that you see.
Don't
We
panic.
just tell them. Yeah.
We're back.
We did it.
Doug turns around. Stop panicking!
Wait, no.
Doug.
Waddling to the treehouse as hard as he can and
I'm gonna-
stumbles and falls in his face.
Wait. I never wrote down his actual name aside from Doug. I was gonna.
Badger or
Badger
something.
Frog Bounty Master.
Badger Frog Bounty Master.
Ooh, he looks serious.
It's
You
okay.
called my name.
I need you to. I'm gonna catch up with him. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
You have.
Yes.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. Now, shush. Calm. It's gonna be okay.
Don't question it. Don't question it.
I'm so confused. And Princess Flutterbat has a completely different reaction. She's just very neutral about it all, and then she sees the dark one. She goes, "Hi, Moogie."
Oh.
No one is ever allowed to speak that name.
Oh,
Yes, Sensei.
you're right. Sorry.
Oh no. Now we go into combat. No.
Everyone versus Princess Flutterbat,
No.
which then turns into the dark one versus Princess Flutterbat versus all of you. And
It splinters from there.
then Doug does something. I don't know. Okay.
Doug's just the announcer.
We're all gonna stay calm and we're just gonna go and get some food. And
I'll
leave.
get Moogie's bowl. And it just
Oh,
runs into the
no.
dirigible.
Ume comes out upon hearing the screaming and all of it. What's going? Okay. Just someone want to explain what's going on? That would be great.
I got the arm back.
We got the stuff and we're leaving.
You did excellent. Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, it did get a little bit I don't know, there was a guy playing with it like it was a toy. I wanted to absolutely smack him down, but I held back because you taught me not to do stuff like that.
Well done. Well done. Yes.
Thank you. But I think I tweaked it okay, but if you want to take a look and make sure it's fully
Oh,
functional,
let's go inside and we'll look at it together.
let's do it. Okay. So master and student are she's distracted Ume from
Nice.
yeah, she's like winking at you guys. Okay, I got it.
Okay. Keon Yu is also there and kind of comes strolling out, hands behind her back a little bit. It's funny that I constantly think that she's an old lady, but she's really not. She's like 25.
That's all
She's
for
my
us.
We also see her as an old lady.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Kind of true. And she takes a look at what's going on, and she gives like a silent nod to the dark one as well. And the dark one seems to recognize her because, and for those of you who overheard that his wife is an acolyte, you also know that Keon Yu is part of the Air Acolytes. so you can recognize that connection there.
Figured
I
also being like a
definitely
student of
forgot.
Toph.
Man,
Also good to know it again.
I thought this was going to go in a whole other direction, man.
The name like the Dark One, how else could it be?
Oh no.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to discuss there. You guys are hungry and you guys want to eat for a little bit, and you also don't have a lot of time. So
Right.
what do? You want to make this quick and get going? What do you want to do?
No reason to.
I think-
Kira's just heating up the food.
All right, so you basically summarize it, and Suri gives the detail as well to Ume, and then you guys are eating around the table as you guys are preparing to leave for the dirigible. So let me get this straight. You're taking him, and you're going to free his wife
Oh god.
in return for all the things that for all of my things.
We actually gotta
Yeah.
do that now.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Boil
that's
down. Yes.
that's oddly kind of you. That's good. Well, what about the artifact?
We're not speaking to him about that. So please make sure to not bring that up around
They're
him.
all in the room.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
No, she took her
Well-
aside.
Wait, you okay? Let's say you
I'm just-
gave her a summary.
Okay.
Did you warn her? Like, would it have been in your best interest to warn her to not speak up about the artifact around him?
I think she would have. She would have been giving
Okay.
her the Suri's an oversharer. She would have started from like the second they arrived, talking about the guy hiding behind the counter, all the way through everything. Not saying, "Oh, we definitely didn't tell him
That's
about
true.
that."
That's
all
true.
The way through,
All
like,
right.
she's motor mouthing
that's
it
fair.
the whole time, and Ume's just like,
Very well. Then she stops herself. Then she says something akin to that.
Okay.
What about the
The sword?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have the sword.
Sword?
Yep, we're
Yes, the sword I was about to ask about. Where are you delivering that? That we
like
all
in the
know
soup
what we're
movie?
talking about.
to Toph.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
We're talking about the same thing, right? Not the pointing at the sword. We're talking about the sword, right? You're delivering the sword.
To the
To
Big
Tom?
Bong family. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You liking
And-
the soup, Moogie? Trying to
and
distract him from this
Oh.
obviously bad.
He's all right with that.
Yeah, he's kind of on board.
But he
Really?
doesn't know everything about the sword.
My
Well, I
God.
mean, do any of us know everything about the sword? Because like, it's obviously Air Nation, and they've been
What's-
gone a long
what's
time, so
key
it's
on
kind of
you-
where we're taking it to.
Important question. What's Keon Yu's reaction to this? You said that everyone's here?
Yan Yu is currently just silently like listening to the situation.
Damn it. Keon.
She's not giving any indication yet. She's kind of waiting to see how you guys are treating this. So, you guys clearly have no indication that you want to talk about this, which is fine. That's who you guys want to roll with.
I don't
Keanu
trust him.
sees
I-
that, and sees that is anyone going to even hint at it? But if not, then she will.
I was kind of like waiting to see if she would,
Yeah.
because
Okay,
like
so you're kinda-
if-
you're giving her the
because if
eyes.
anything, it's I feel like it's not our secret to share with others. It's hers. So like, it would kind of be a betrayal of trust for us to just be like, yeah, we got this thing, and la 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 la.
Just kind of giving
Ever
her the
since-
stank eye a
To
little.
this incredibly powerful guy in a floating blimp of metal.
Ever since the vote, you know, she has come to terms with the fact that it is her artifact, but it is the group as a whole that makes these decisions, and so she's like kind of letting you guys lead that. But she sees the eye contact. She sees that she's being given the go ahead to kind of make the call, and she does feel good about that. That you guys are trusting her with that, and she kind of well, yeah, sorry, I almost called you by your name, Dark One.
I also found an artifact. Oh, why am I giving her an English accent? I also found an artifact.
We'll go on. Describe it, please.
And she'll kind of next to her is where it was sitting, and she'll unfold it, and it's the artifact that they are carrying, which is like a pan flute that is made of ivory tusk from a sky bison that once belonged to Avatar Yang Chen, the former air avatar before Aang. And it's got like air symbols on it and all these other crazy things on it. Yes, we are trying to deliver this to Toph as well, to give to the Avatar.
Are there any more artifacts I should know about, or are they gonna pop up at specifically key moments?
Probably that.
I
don't think
these
so.
are the two we know about.
We don't even know if the sword is an artifact. I mean, I've looked at it, but I've never heard of an air weapon, or really most. Yeah, that's. No, it rubs
It's
me the right.
uncharacteristic.
I don't think that's an artifact. I just think that's. It's also too new. I mean, it looks new. It's very shiny and just untouched by time. So it's just a sword, really. But I mean, if you believe it has some kind of import, then maybe who am I to say it isn't? I just haven't studied it all that well.
I have some writings from my family. I'm planning to do some studying on it myself, see if I can figure anything else out about it.
Well,
Just with everything that's going on, I haven't had a chance.
perhaps I can take a look at your studying. You have knowledge somewhere, parchments, a book or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then perhaps I can help you with that. I can translate the Air Nomad script for you if there are any. Ume says, so you're still going to take the artifact to Toph then?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Very well then. Suri, I want you to travel with these people on my behalf.
Are you sure?
Oh yes, I mean look at the state of this place. I'm gonna have to spend all week trying to get this place back into repair before Mother comes back.
You don't need someone to handle your wrenches?
That's very kind of you, dear, but I think I'll be able to manage at least a little bit while I'm on my own. I mean, you were on your own for 2 whole weeks. I think I can manage just as fine as you can.
Can I take the arm with me?
Oh, the arm is going to be prepped to put on that young man over there, pointing over at Lucy.
He's brooding.
As he does.
He is brooding, but also staring at that thing. Like I'm sure he's very intensely like.
Well, can
So
I
you
work
Get
on
that
it?
arm.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, you understand most of the schematics of it, but I'll leave you with the blueprints, and you can upgrade it as you will.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. If they'll have me. And she kind of looks around the room to everyone.
Oh, they will have you. There's no way. There's no way that we're going to just let this artifact go out and about without being watched. Oh no.
All right. I'd like
Sacred
to.
huddle isn't complete
Am I
without you.
right?
Oh yeah, especially because it'd be great to have someone of your skills on the dirigible.
That's
Okay.
true. They don't know how to drive it.
We don't know what we're doing.
They don't know anything about it.
We know the fuel goes in it.
Yep.
Yeah, fuel's
Got that
pretty
on.
important.
Takes fuel, made of metal.
Yeah. And we brought a metal bender on it. It's gonna be actually pretty helpful if anything goes wrong. So, be needing your help, my guy, dark friend. Anyway, okay.
Sacred huddle isn't complete without you.
Aww.
I like Sacred Huddle.
And you can help me name my new friends. He starts laying out the 3 bricks he kept with him.
Oh, souvenirs.
Souvenir.
Add them to my
Training
collection of
dummy
stone that I
1,
keep in
training
the
dummy
dirigible.
2, training dummy 3.
She takes out a piece of chalk and she's like, let's draw some faces.
Oh.
Just looks at the dark one. She's like, sorry for taking those from your house.
Look at his background.
Just bound to happen, I assume.
Safety precaution.
Chat says Larry, Barry, and Gary.
Gotta put a poll now.
I'm already working on some upgrades right now. Oh, you can't see because of the blur. That sucks. There we go.
Ooh.
Hey.
Let's go.
Rick, Mick, and Chuck.
Yes.
Brick. What about Brick, Nick, and Chuck? Like KN.
Ooh.
Ah. That's clever.
Be Doug, Jasmine,
Kinda
and
like
Moogie.
Okay.
Princess Flutterbat does reveal that was not his full name, but that is what she calls him.
Well, Sensei, is there any name that you would prefer us to refer to you as, aside from the Dark One?
That's what I go by. That's what you
Okay.
shall call me.
Yes, Sensei. Do we keep in the or just Dark One?
It's a pimp named Slickback.
I think it's Sensei the Dark One. I think is probably your best bet.
You're surrounded by teenagers.
I'm just wondering how many times I can call him Moogie before we plan my funeral.
He's gonna kill you.
He's been making
We should
small
probably start
volleys.
planning now.
I know, but
You
like I
have
want
a
to see how
will.
far. Yeah.
What's your favorite flower?
Oh, a white lotus.
Okay, gotcha.
Smart.
And do you want it to be like super sad, or do you want it to be like happy memories type funeral?
Oh no, memories.
Because
Okay,
he's
good.
gonna kill you.
Okay.
He's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out that metal piece again and shapeshift it back into the little miniature version of his wife, and he's just gonna walk off onto. Are we on the dirigible right now, or okay?
I
He's
think
gonna
so.
walk off onto the bridge
Sure.
and just be elsewhere amongst himself,
We have
and
two
start talking
birders
to
now.
the little statue. I'm coming for you.
He makes Lucy look absolutely pleasant. It's really incredible.
They're either gonna get along or they're going to hate each other.
It's gonna be
Wait to
great.
see.
They might click
But we
just
should
like
probably
that,
get
though.
going.
Yeah, probably. Looks up to the skies. Looks out the window.
All right, we're all fed. We're all alive. What now?
We ascend.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
have 3 canisters of fuel now,
Okay.
which will get you pretty much most. If you were to go straight to Beifong Metal Bending Academy, it would be basically almost all the way there. But you do have to stop at Harbor Town for the prison.
Yeah,
Which
we're
is
stuck with this guy
just
now.
north.
We're stuck with this legendary NPC. Like
Just north of you guys, yeah.
We need to start all the fights now.
hey yo. Oh, George, have you had to fight yourself yet as a game master? It's hard.
Especially with a legendary NPC at your side.
Gosh.
How am I ever gonna do that? If only I didn't know all of his principles and drives and how to break it.
There you go. God. This is getting this went in a whole other direction than I thought it would tonight, and I'm here for it. But I was so,
I'm so happy.
blown. Well done, George, and well done, Crippled Ninja. I don't know if you actually put your name out there in the world.
We have so what I'd like to do to end this today, since we still have roughly 15 minutes, so there's not going to be too much left. So when we start next week, we're going to talk about what happens during those couple of those like 3-4 hours of airtime where you're getting to Harbor Town.
Okay.
And because that's going to be where the two of you will be able to select a new technique that he's going to teach you. So you'll have a new learned technique from the Dark One. And then we're also going to talk about what it is he's going to require of you to make that technique a mastered technique, because the only way to make a mastered technique is to have a master tell you how to do it, give you like a quest or steps or whatever. So you'll have that. Suri is going to have the same thing. We're going to talk about what Ume wants from her to make one of her techniques into a mastered technique. She also has 4. And then Baku has not found a master yet, and neither has Zakira technically, because she chose to stay or to be away from the family. So we'll find her a new one. Sorry. But I would like to end briefly to kind of like sort of expedite where we're going to go, because this pseudo ends this arc, but it starts off with a bang on the next one.
Okay.
You guys get to Harbor Town.
Okay.
There's no Sparrowkeet air. There's nothing threatening you. So you are able to get to your prison. Totally fine.
I don't want to deal with this yet. I'm not ready. I'm not emotionally ready for this.
Exactly. We're jumping all the way into it.
Oh man.
And so you have met, or you are met with a parade, basically, like, oh hey, it's Iman, like the guards know who you are and stuff.
Okay, all right. I'm putting on a strong face.
Yeah, put on the strong face of like, we need to go there. And some of them I should ask, is the Dark One currently staying on the dirigible?
Yeah, he's gonna stay on the dirigible. I think that's best for his own safety, I would assume.
I would agree, but is the party gonna try and convince him otherwise, or no?
Not to the prison for sure.
Seems like make it more complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, can we get his wife out, please? Oh yeah, he's wanted too, but don't worry about that.
am I
We just
even
want his
gonna
wife.
do this?
Ignore that.
We're just gonna
Okay.
I would
details.
at some point while I'm here at this prison check up on Liarnan, which was an individual that I know who's a prisoner, and maybe get some insights that I might not be able to get elsewise.
And we'll go through that role play as well, because I plan on introducing him next week as well. But you do see him, and he is a bit he's still on the recovery end because he was injured during the escape, but he's okay. He's fine. He's just kind of like busted his leg, and then now he's learning to walk again, basically. So you get in there, and as you're kind of heading towards the main office, where you know what, I'm sorry, I forgot to pull this up. The names of your family members.
Yeah. The names of my family members. I know what those are.
There it is. Let me just open up this page called Player Secrets. There we go. That's the one.
Thank you kindly.
Wait a second. Oh, it's not in the Player Secrets because I put it under Character Sheet. Haha, I'm a fool.
We
There
are
we
all
go.
fools.
Okay, so as you're walking into, like I was saying, to the main office room, where you know that your sister, is it pronounced Swodu?
Suodu.
Or Sodu? Suodu?
Oh no, yeah, sorry, it's Sodu.
Sodu? All right, so Sodu is your sister, and she's the one that's in charge of this. Your parents are not always there because they're kind of elderly, and they're just kind of doing their own thing.
They're retired. They're living the good life.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably on vacation or something. So you got your sister there, and you can hear her having a conversation with someone, and then as you guys are walking in, you hear a voice, but you haven't recognized it. And it says something along the lines of like, but okay, hear me out. Like, I know they're prisoners because this is a prison, but this is really for reformation. So I'm really thinking more like, okay, stay with me on this. Bender fenders, right? and you just hear like you can hear your sister audibly like sigh, like, ah. And then you also hear two other voices going,
Oh no.
which are very clearly your brothers.
Yeah. A smile breaks through the stress of the facade.
And the companions walk into the room, and they, you see the two brothers. Oh, hey, Ivan, how's it going?
Hey guys, good to see you all again.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
And in front of Sodu is she's behind her desk or whatever, and in front of the desk on the chair with his feet propped up is Avatar Aang. And that's where we're ending tonight.
Oh no!
How dare you?
Nice.
What?
Wait, so we just give them the artifacts now, and then it's like, oh, nailed it. We did it, guys.
Oh.
I think my heart just shit itself.
So tune in next week, because next week's gonna be crazy.
And huge thanks to Crippled Ninja for coming on and being
Thank
a
you
guest.
for having me.
You did a great job.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of
Super
fun.
cool. Everyone, please. We'll talk about all the stuff we're up to in a second. But
I do want to say I wanted we kind of moved by real quick, but I wanted to have a word with Ume of apologizing one more time about her house and thanking her for everything that she did for us, and with the fuel to get out and all of that.
Excellent. You guys are on good terms with her now, so that is much appreciated. She loves it to death. She doesn't necessarily hate you. She's really more angry at Lucy. but yes, thank you.
George, am I doing outros?
Sure.
Okay. Hi.
Go for it.
I'm Sir Fevers, and we'll get to my character in a second, but real quick, thank you all for being here. Tune in as well on Thursdays for the D&D campaign we've got going for the one of the two summer series that we're doing before the next season. Dad Dirty Taco is just cooking up this crazy, we're agents of death and we're doing private eye investigate. It's crazy. Tune in for that. Come back next week. Next Tuesday. I'm very excited to see how this goes. Please hit up the YouTube Jake and Pfeffers. We've got the fully edited episodes going on over there, as well as we've just finished putting out the last episodes of Kyol, and I do believe Terraform is on there as well now. You want to hang out with us, post some applicable memes, head on over to the Discord. It's a good time. We're all having a good time. George.
Yeah, I was I wasn't sure how I was wanting to end this until about 2 weeks ago, and I realized I could have you do this other crazy thing and do this other, but we only got 7 episodes left, something like that. And I wanted, there are so many other better ideas I had, so I decided to just slap you guys with a misdirection at the end here. So you're right, you don't have to go to the Beifeng Metal Bending Academy. Now you just have to deal with having the criminal in your dirigible and all of the other things involved. So I create. There was so much of a spin with what the Dark One gave you and what is his wife has and all these other things. That there's so many other options you guys can take that is, in my opinion, better than what was already planned. So I can't wait to see how you guys handle this and where you guys go with it. You guys also did a terrific job, role playing with each other and bouncing off of each other and thinking things through. I know I forced it. I know I forced no fighting this time around, and I won't do that again. But
you did great, bro. You did great.
Hopefully,
Jeff.
hopefully you guys. I'm not saying don't fight in the future. I'm just saying there's always a way. There's always a way through it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up every week. Those of you who do, and for everyone that's new, hi, I'm Good Grief George. I'm on here. I'm on the Worlds Guild on Fridays, and I occasionally stream my own stuff, and it's a good time. So that's me. I hope to see you guys on more channels and with more shows. So go ahead, Zakira.
I'm so sorry she had to be stupid. Hey, what if we just kill your wife? She's been going through a lot, okay, guys? She's real emotional, and sometimes emotions make you lose all your brain cells. But oh my god, today was freaking awesome, and every session has been immaculately better than the last, which feels impossible until the session's over, and then it's like, holy shit, I mean, holy crap. I have not been good at trying not to swear. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Don't worry, we won't edit that out.
Taco, leave it in.
Oh my god, thank you everybody for being as amazing as you all are, because holy crud. You guys can check me out at my links. None of them match my usernames, it's fine. But I love hanging out with you all every week, and I'm gonna pass it to fucking fucking Baku. I'm looking at the name and I'm like, I can't read right now.
I'm Crypto Jake. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. Freaking Aang. Oh my gosh.
No.
All right. This is like
Oh my god.
Baku's hero. I mean, he's a lot of people's hero. Obviously, he's the avatar, but like, it's gonna be like, don't fangirl, don't fangirl. It's fine. It's cool. Play it cool. But maximum excitement. Be here next week because it's gonna be good. Suri.
Hey, I'm Jessica Vanell on pretty much everything. Suri is definitely finding herself a bit more. She's finding herself in the group. She's kind of getting her footing. I'm glad I got to have those kind of beats though with her, of her kind of being a bit more vulnerable with her teacher and kind of being able to talk through things. But no, this is going to be really, I have no idea how she's going to react to Aang, honestly. I haven't even, like, she's into technology, not only into bending, but he's like a big influence. So she might be looking at him as like, I don't know, like, hey, job prospects, I don't know. Like, hit me those connections, networking, let's go. So that's going to be interesting next week. I have no clue what to do with that, but no, this was interesting for sure. Okay, Beth.
Crippled Ninja, take it away. I'll round us out.
Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Dylan. I go by Crippled Ninja. Thank you, everyone, for inviting me to be the Dark One tonight. It was a lot of fun. I apologize, I'm not so energetic. I've been up since 4 a.m. with my 6-month-old. It is a different lifestyle, but I'm loving it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I am the storyteller for Fangs of New York. We're over on Twitch on Thursdays. I just started my own Twitch channel, The Crippled Ninja. On Wednesdays, I have a, what is it called? It's a horror carnival D&D themed campaign going.
And it's The Crippled Ninja.
The Crippled Ninja on here on the Twitch. On Instagram and TikTok, it's just Crippled Ninja. And I'm also doing just some video games and playing Minecraft with, pretty sure you guys know Quentin Cornell. So just some fun peoples.
Right on.
Yeah, that's what I do. Wednesday is the carnival game. Thursday is Fangs in New York, and everything else is me trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life.
I feel that, buddy. Good lord, I feel that. Ayman is hella stressed. This is probably the most stressed he's ever been in his life, having just done an illegal heist, having this escaped criminal from his prison, who is an infamous and powerful bender, on the dirigible, and then walking in to attempt to get to not break someone out, but to pardon somebody, and then the avatar is there. I don't think you could put more stress on me, George.
Don't test him.
You looked right. What am I doing?
Shut the fuck up!
Oh God. I am having so much fun though. I am not usually the receiving end of the stressful RP moments. I'm usually the one looking down and being like, "Ah, deal with this." And I'm learning, George. I'm learning things. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Again, huge ups to Dylan, and we're gonna pile into this raid. And we're going over to Drew Gulliver. She's playing some Minecraft. Good friend. Say hi. She is the best of us. Give him a follow and make sure you flash those pine cones on the way out. Have a good evening, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. Pile into this raid and have an excellent evening.
George.